And we are coming down in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler, and I'm joined by
Machcine.
Washable.
Nope.
Kyle.
Just Kyle?
Come on. Come on.
What? It's a nickname.
Come on.
It's more of a nickname than my real name.
Come on.
No,
Oh.
it's just Kyle.
Super Duper Kyle?
Super duper Kyle, been here for a while, yeah.
For the Massacre's Massey.
And the Red Baron.
No.
You just crashed on.
I crashed
To another
like every
edition of
week.
Getting Sports with Drunk from 8-ish to 11-ish. Wow. Sorry. Catching up on some Instagram and wow. Yeah, we're here. So, real quick, what's everyone drinking? Red Baron? You seem to be struggling, so we'll lead off with you.
His mic's making some noise over there. He's trying to fix
some
it.
bad noise.
You should probably
Seems
tell them
better
your
now.
beer, though. They want to know your beer.
From our friends at Thimble Island, I have Bon Voyage, a Mimosa Brute.
All right.
Souls?
I'm drinking Hazy Bastard from Blue Point Brewing Company. That's the most you're going to get out of me, you swines.
He's going to drink a third of that beer, push it to the edge, and go get a Super Duper Double Six.
I have from Florida, from Cigar City Brewing, a Highlight IPA.
I'm drinking Coors Light.
Oh, God.
I swear I hate them.
Classic Mass.
I'm drinking from Night Shift Brewing.
Nuh-uh.
I'm done.
Just calls you out.
I'm done. From Everett, Massachusetts.
It's not a real city.
Fuck off, souls. Craft Light Lager, Night Light. And they kind of made it look like Natty Light. You know,
Yeah. I like
It's a
that.
light lager. I don't know. It's supposed to be like a craft shit beer.
I'm excited for it.
All right.
I'm never going to have it.
Yeah. Toast of Excellence. Souls.
So this is kind of a gay one. I'm going to do it anyway.
What?
I'm looking at you.
So
You're
my Toast
talking.
of Excellence is to my Little League team.
Oh, all right.
They finished in first place this year at 11-2. Very proud of them.
Boo.
I don't care.
Toast to Coach
And
Souls.
then to Jay Bruce for winning Player of the Week.
Yeah. He hit like 30 ding dongs.
McCutcheon who?
No, he's still a big vital point of that team.
No, he's not, Kyle.
Yeah,
he
he's a-
played for the Phillies for 2 months.
Yeah, and he was a big important to that team.
His first at bat was a home run.
I know.
So was
but-
Jay Bruce's. So
but come
pretty
on.
much here's what happens. You're not drafted by the Phillies and get you signed by them, hitting a home run.
Call me.
What do you got there, Machcine?
I know I'm going to say the name wrong, and Kyle's going to correct me.
It's pronounced Tony Parker.
I was hoping Kyle was going to do that. But no, DeJounte?
Yeah,
Oh, DeJounte Murray. Plays for the Spurs. Saw the story. I don't know if you guys saw it, but his younger brother was trying to get out of the bad area they live in. Moved in with Murray. Graduated high school with high honors, and he bought him a car.
Like a purple Charger, too.
Yeah. Challenger.
It's all the same shit.
But yeah, I thought it was pretty
Jeff.
Cool story. Toast.
maybe he'll play this year.
Nah.
Mass?
My Toast of Excellence is to Tony Parker.
Boo.
Ooh.
You didn't know who he was before today.
No.
I actually hate this fucking guy.
You don't hate Tony
I
Parker.
do.
Why?
Dude, he was the least important player on that team.
Don't get that kid back here. Remember that kid that was here and we got into an argument about the Spurs? Me saying Monte Ginobili was more important than Tony Parker. That
Oh,
kid, that
Phil?
your friend. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Phil from Chazzy
Yeah, Phil
Phil
from
Brooks.
Disney Channel.
Phil Brooks. That would have been cool.
Phil from the Disney Channel?
So why Tony
Phil-
Parker?
Yeah.
Uncle
Tony Parker.
Phil.
Tony Parker?
Congratulations on a 19-year season. Finished.
I'm not laughing at you. Kyle's
No.
over here holding my hand.
Now I'm going to go ahead and just take this, and that's going to be the end
I'm
of
pretty
it.
sure it's an 18-year season.
Is it?
The Yahoo thing when I searched
Oh,
his
yeah.
name said 19.
Well, I was kind of laughing at the wording. Like, he made it seem like it was 19 years.
Just
One season took
Iron Man.
games over the course of 19 years. Managed to keep getting contracts.
Let me tell you, that's
His
not
name-
great.
It never is.
But it's
Yeah,
not
it
bad.
wasn't.
No one leaves till it's empty.
Hey,
And refilled and emptied.
Ugh.
we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah. Hope they don't mind us staying over tonight.
Paul,
Mine's the Muncie. That bomb off of Bumgarner.
Max?
Sure.
that's gonna lead into something I'd like to talk about.
Okay, good. Go fuck yourself. So he had a bomb. Anybody who watches baseball? I know I don't. But it, went into the
He's
bay.
bed watching
Went to the bay, right?
Yeah.
Only the
Went to
second
bay.
ball to go in the bay
So
off of
Bumgarner
Bumgarner.
was like talking shit
I thought you were going to
to
say
him as he was
ever.
rounding the bases, and he was like telling him to like come at him. So after the game, they asked him like what was said or whatever, and Muncie said that Bumgarner said, "Don't watch the ball, just run." And Muncie responded with, "If you don't want me to watch the ball, go get it out of the ocean." Like it's pretty lame, but good for him.
I'd like to talk more about that at
Well,
some point.
You can't. 'Cause
Kenny
this isn't-
Omega?
This isn't getting Muncie with Bumgarner. Okay.
Uh,
You want to? Also, dumbass of excellence, Brett Gardner. Hilarious.
I missed it.
You didn't see the Brett Gardner thing?
No.
Oh, it's violent.
Oh my god, you didn't see
It's
this?
hilarious.
Did he strike out? Is that what it was?
He got robbed of a home run.
Yeah, he got robbed of a home run. Like perfectly timed fly ball guy just robbed him. Goes into the dugout, takes his helmet, throws it, bounces off the wall, hits him back in the face, breaks his lip open, has to get 9 stitches.
That's very funny.
I mean, like he had like Christian Kowski veins popping out of his head. Speaking of Christian Jankowski, also shout out Chris and Brian Jankowski for getting into a physical altercation this weekend.
Did they really?
Yep. It was
Classic.
something to watch. It was brewing for a while. Started off with the classic, I could beat you in wrestling, no you couldn't.
Yeah.
Then they almost wrestled.
That's like
And
the
then,
stem of everything.
then there was jawing, then there was bags of mulch thrown at each other, and then it got turned into a wrestling match down the hill.
So can we crack these now?
Classic.
Everybody but you.
Well,
did you give a test of excellence?
Oh, no. Mine's to Carlos Gonzalez. Home run in the first game of the Cubs. Easy.
Sorry. All right, so I think that's a perfect segue then for Machcine. What do you think?
Yeah.
So this is PBR. This is just PBR. I couldn't be more excited. Pretty bummed to pay $6.99 for
Souls.
PBR, but I'm all about it.
Well, the video changed.
Yeah, I like that though.
So
Oh, it's an
that's,
Indian.
that's the stolen.
Oh yeah,
right
that
back
hurt.
to the face.
All right, so
Mock. Oh yeah, that
that
hurt.
hurt. So you brought up the Max Muncy thing, and we talked about this briefly a few minutes ago. Why are pitchers allowed to celebrate, but batters can't?
Because they're cooler.
That's stupid. Why is it when a closer comes in and finishes a game, he can celebrate a strikeout on the mound, but if a batter watches a go-ahead home run, they're an asshole?
Because when a closer celebrates the final strikeout of a game, he's celebrating after the game's over.
So, all right, so then if a starting pitcher celebrates strikeout in the third inning, which happens all the time,
Not like the way a closer does it. Like he might
but
just
even
go
still,
like, like
if
what
a-
to end the
But he's
inning?
not showing up the team. That's the thing. He's celebrating the win.
No,
And
all
they're
right,
not-
so,
yeah, but
so
like,
beyond the closer, if any pitcher, if the
They're
starting
celebrating
pitcher,
the moment.
it's the same thing.
I agree
But it's like
with you.
it is, but it isn't though, because it's like the way batters do it though. It'd be like if a pitcher threw a strikeout and then walked to the home plate to get the ball from staring down the batter.
I'm sorry, if like an everyday home run, I guess is different, but I can't
Or like
stand.
what if you struck out like what if someone was pitching and they struck out like Harper, like just struck out Harper in a big situation, and the guy just flipped the ball towards the Phillies dugout? Like, would that be okay?
No,
Why? But batters
But-
flip their bat towards away
but what
dugouts
I'm
all the
saying-
time.
But that's what I mean. If pitchers can celebrate, why can't other players?
They can't.
Why can they celebrate great defensive
can't.
plays?
They hit.
They
him for
can't.
it.
So they can't.
They can't.
They can. They get double benefit. They hit the home run. They got to celebrate, and they get their OBP on.
But it's such a stupid like unwritten rule in baseball that everyone can celebrate except a batter. It drives me nuts that these guys can come up and hit like a big time hit, go ahead home run, whatever it may be, and if they celebrate, someone on their team is going to get hit with a pitch. And in the American League, pitchers can do that with no repercussion. They don't hit. It's the dumbest thing to me.
I like celebrations, so I don't give a shit.
I like them also, but that's what I mean. Everyone should be able to do it. For a pitcher to get mad that a batter watched a home run, don't let him hit a home run. Like, I mean, it's so irritating that all these unwritten rules,
Right.
It's nonsense.
So I mean, I don't necessarily have a problem with celebration, but I guess it can be excessive at times. Like, act like you've been there before. Like you spent your entire life, from little league up, high school ball, college. You played well enough to to be in the pros, and I'm sure you've hit a lot of home runs along the way. It's not like your first. I'm not impressed by you hitting your 88th home run of your career. It's like, I don't know. I don't need a huge, Broadway show.
Should you be allowed to celebrate a grand slam?
No, you can celebrate anything, but sometimes the huge bat flip or whatever. I mean, I guess the moment, like, to hit a solo shot to put your team up 2-1 in the third inning doesn't deserve a bat flip.
No, yeah.
If you hit a walk-off, I understand that. You can go ahead and do whatever you want.
That's a huge moment.
But even still, I mean, we see it.
Yeah, it's one of 162.
We see it where these pitchers get, not even just pitch, like a big, someone makes a great defensive like double play and they're able to celebrate. But again, if a batter comes up and hits a home run or whatever, and they do any type of watching it, their next at bat they get hit with a pitch. It's the most ridiculous thing. It doesn't even make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. The pitchers get mad because they got beat. Don't let them beat you. I mean,
Yeah,
it's aggravating.
I'm with Mach on this.
And bat flips are hilarious. Sometimes they're so hilarious. Like Batista had the best one.
I'd love to watch somebody moonwalk back to home.
It's happened.
No, I've never seen a guy intentionally walk and pimp it out like David Ortiz did.
Speaking
Guerrero
of,
did that.
Yeah, speaking of,
Speaking of,
Get well soon.
He's gonna live.
Yeah,
Kendall, did you hear about that?
I did not.
David Ortiz was shot.
he was
in the
shot
baseball.
yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I did hear about that. I did it.
No, I had Vlad Guerrero in my head. Sorry.
I remember Vlad did that. He was getting intentionally walked and then ripped one.
Well, no, because it was like 3-0 count, and before the pitch was coming in, and David Ortiz just dropped the bat and walked away.
So Mass is currently watching warm-ups for the Game 5 of the NBA Finals while shopping for Toronto Raptors hats.
I got an alert that there was 60% off sale on Fanatics.
So you looked at Toronto Raptors hats.
I looked at everything that was on sale. I was just on the Rams page.
I really wish that he became a Pels fan.
Why would you wish that upon somebody?
Just why not?
Blame Souls. He
Then,
picked it.
Then I could call him and we could talk about him and
He wouldn't answer.
I know,
That's
but I'd
true.
leave him voicemails.
And you wouldn't call.
I'd leave him voicemails.
You only call 2 people. Marissa and Kyle.
That's true.
I
call
like to
Kendall
think that I've gotten
sometimes.
better about answering.
But usually if
No,
you call
you haven't.
Kyle or Kendall, because Kyle's with him.
You haven't called me.
Well, it's
forever.
usually
I
like-
answered you last time you called me.
Actually, I think the last time I really needed to call Kendall was a work thing. Other than that, it's been years.
He's a shitty guy. You don't want to talk to him.
Well, all right.
Kendall.
Sorry, I'm trying to get our Facebook situated. Rebecca said we had sound, but now Peter's saying no sound. Pete's saying we have no sound, which I can't understand.
Maybe his phone volume's down.
Well, Souls, take it away.
How are you?
You had something you said you want to talk about.
Well, we need the tier thing up.
No, that's not going to work.
I mean,
You said it was a power ranking.
Yeah, I was going to use the tier thing.
Oh, we're not doing that this week.
Why not?
We still don't know how it works.
We can make it work.
That's going to be an hour 2 thing then.
Just on the fly.
That's something we have to set up. I didn't realize that you wanted to use that.
I told him. He didn't listen.
are you shocked?
Well, you're going to have to go ahead and talk about something else then. You're not buying that.
No.
Let's talk about what Mass wants to buy.
No, look at how expensive that
Hey,
is.
He's looking
I
at a
fixed
Vladimir
it.
Tarasenko authentic game-worn jersey for like
Oh,
$350.
I didn't even see that it was. It's an authentic player jersey, but it's not worn. Those are just so expensive. That's $260. That's ridiculous.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking
So-
at everything on Fanatics right now.
So, Paul,
Yep.
so
Yep.
far, what has your opinion been on the Stanley Cup final? Have you enjoyed it?
The Blues don't know how to score on power plays.
Thanks, Paul.
I was gonna say, well said.
No, it's been fun. Like power has completely shifted twice. It came out Bruins, and then it was Blues, and now we're all squared up. Going back to Boston, and it's been entertaining. It's just unfortunate that every round of this playoffs, there's been a game-changing, potentially series-changing, but goal on a bad call.
Yeah.
Or no call.
It's all a bad call. You're such a one-upper. You and Soul should really just exchange hand jobs.
I'm here to cash in.
But like the big guys came to play. I mean, like Brad Marchand's been lights out. Tarasenko's been lights out. The goaltending has been phenomenal. I mean, like it's just been, like a lot of people who watch hockey that don't watch it regularly, they'll see a game like, oh, it finished 5-4. Like goaltending couldn't have been that good, and it's like that's not true. I mean, like yeah, they let in 5 goals, but they also might have faced 60 shots.
Yeah.
Like I mean. If that's the case, they let in 1 out of every 12 shots. I mean, yeah, it's not ideal, but there's, it's the finals, and you're playing a team that deserves to be in the finals with all-star caliber people that can fucking take a pin needle out of thin air with a puck. Like these guys are magicians. It's been very exciting. It would have been cool if it was like. I think it would have been a little bit more precedent setting for the future if it had been like the Hurricanes. Or the Blue Jackets had made it versus like the Blues, because then it would have been like first time franchises, or like for the Hurricanes, for example, like not in a while. Like the Bruins, it hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough. Like it's
Well, it's been what, 7 years, 8 years?
2013.
Was their last one?
Yeah, when the Blackhawks beat them.
Oh, I thought you meant the Bruins, because the Bruins last won it in 11, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but they're a team that's always in the hunt for the finals.
Yeah,
like, it's not like they're they've been a wild card or whatever. Like they've always been in the mix. So, but I think it's a step in the right direction. We're going to start seeing some of these powerhouse teams we've seen for the past few years start to deteriorate a little bit. I mean, the Sharks are getting older. The Predators are still going to be good, but the Blues are finally able to at least push it to the finals hump. Now we just got to see some teams like the Wild do it. The Wild got to start taking advantage of their youth. We got the Blue Jackets, but their window's probably done now because they're going to lose Duchesne, Bobrovsky, and Panarin.
Tell you, shout out Chara though, playing after breaking his jaw.
Yeah.
That's what hockey players do.
I know, it's I crack up when I hear things like that, and then you translate it to other sports. Like you look at like baseball, it cracks me up because a starting pitcher gets a
Like
hangnail
8 hours
and he's
8
out.
hours after his jaw was wired shut, he did a press conference.
He was writing
wrote
his
answers on a whiteboard.
It's just hockey players are a whole nother level.
Meanwhile, Kevin Durant's been out for 5 games with a calf.
Yeah.
Sore calf.
5 weeks, hasn't it been?
No, he's been.
Well, yeah, he missed other games. I'm saying, but like he's missed 4 games in the finals due to a sore calf. Meanwhile, a hockey player could like get ran over by a herd of calves and be like, "I'm good, I got this."
Put me in. Did you see that?
But it's been riveting hockey. It's nice to see a game 7. It's been a good time.
Yeah, Game 7's. I mean, in any sport.
For hockey especially, because hockey is truly the only sport of the four major American sports where a lucky bounce actually is a thing. You don't get you don't get lucky bounces in fucking like baseball has them, but it's not common, and usually it's not gonna affect the outcome of a game. I mean, like
the timing could, but I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I mean, but like even so, like what's a lucky bounce in baseball?
Error? I don't know.
No, it's not an error though. That's an error. Like, what's a lucky bounce in baseball?
It could be a thing. I mean,
I'm not talking about like it can't be like a outfielder misjudging the ball and it bounces off
in
his
foul
head.
territory and it happened to roll back into territory.
But even it could be
like how often does that happen? Like realistically, how often does that happen? How many times a season does that really
it's
happen?
not as often as hockey.
Does that even happen 5 times a season?
Yeah.
10?
10 probably the max.
There's just a lot of games, so I would say yes only because there's a billion games, but I guess
there's a game a week where a fucking puck ricochets off a fucking bench board and goes into the net.
It's more common in hockey. The point I mean is like if it's late in a game, a player can rip a shot down say the right field line, and just the way it hits off the wall to bounce away from a defender. That's the point. It happens more in hockey, yes, just because there's people standing in front of the puck that it hits.
So real quick,
Souls is wrong.
Pete has taken kind of control. So he wrote this note. He didn't slide it over all the way to the screen. It's part of the way. But let's see if he's listening. He's got to move it over a little bit more so everyone else can see it. But we had kind of a quick conversation. I don't know if he's... The people on Facebook and YouTube, yeah, we'll just give him a quick peek. and that's about that.
Trubisky likes titties.
Rita, would you like to weigh in?
Hi, Peter.
Oh, hey, Mercer.
Riveting radio.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was getting our...
So, yeah, and, the playoffs, NHL playoffs are winding down. What have you guys thought about the NBA playoffs?
They are what they thought they were.
But is it really, though, Kyle? The Warriors are down 3-1.
Yeah, when Kevin Durant got hurt,
But
big
listen,
difference.
but hold on, it is, but this was a team that won championships before he was there.
yeah, but didn't face Kawhi.
Well,
Right now,
had
they don't
to
have a
He-
player to
Kawhi was
cover
in,
Kawhi.
But I mean, Kawhi was in the West then, wasn't he? So they had to face him.
yeah, but the Spurs weren't. They might not have had to play the Spurs. They probably weren't in the bracket.
But what I mean is,
And last year they didn't face them.
what I mean is, the Warriors are a team that has won championships
And if Kawhi didn't get
before
hurt, they would
Durant.
have lost to him in the freaking year before.
But this is a team that's won championships before Durant was there.
Okay.
So like the whole,
One, and the team they faced wasn't good.
Who's
they
the
only had
face?
one.
They only won one before Durant. They won one and lost one, and then Durant came.
Who'd they play against?
No,
before?
no, they won one.
I thought they had two.
They won one.
Really?
They won. They beat the Cavs, lost to the Cavs, and then won twice.
Huh. I thought they had two. But either way, this is a team that was dominant before Durant got there. And yes, I understand he's a great player
It's
that
not
makes a
just that.
difference.
It's the Warriors don't have anybody to cover Kawhi Leonard.
Iguodala is not what he was when he won MVP.
Durant can cover Kawhi Leonard. He can shoot over Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the guy's like 8'6". He weighs 13 pounds.
But that's the thing. They don't have that right now because whoever Kawhi's covering, probably Clay right now, is taking kind of a step back.
Mm-hmm.
You get Durant in the mix. You can let Curry and Clay do what they want outside.
Do you think Durant plays like 30, 35 minutes tonight?
But he's going to have to if they want to win.
I'm just going to hate if the Raptors go on to win, and then we're going to have to hear that, well, if everyone was
Durant
healthy-
wasn't
That's
there.
not what's going to happen.
I hope not.
It's not what's going to happen. Like
ESPN will say it.
no, but ESPN really won't even harp on it because you go back. Last year, there was a lot of speculation. The only reason the Warriors were in the NBA Finals was because Chris Paul went down in the Western Conference Finals. The year before that, there was a lot of speculation that the only reason that the Warriors won was because Kyrie Irving went down in the NBA Finals. And the year before that, there was a lot, or the year that they won the first time, there was a lot of speculation because that was when Zaza Pachulia stepped on Kawhi Leonard's foot and hurt his ankle. So, like, it wasn't like there was, like, there's always been, like, injuries that have caused the Warriors to go on. No one's going to give a shit if the Warriors lose because of injuries. The Warriors have benefited from injuries just as much as the Raptors are right now.
Good.
Can I say something?
And there's also a lack of excuse when, yes, Kevin Durant might be the best player in the NBA, but you still have 4 All-Stars on your team.
That's
You
what I mean.
still
like,
have 4 All-Stars on your team.
It's not like he's just a one-man show. Like, there's still
Well, no,
a
because you
good
don't
team.
have, like, Cousins is good, but he's not close to 100%.
No. I know what you're saying. Nobody can guard Kawhi. Like, I get that. But I'm just saying, like, there's not going to be as much feel-bad as people think for a team that's got 4
No, I'm
All-Stars.
not saying that. I'm just saying, like,
No, it is what you're saying, Kyle.
I just think...
Kyle, let's fucking fight about it. Take your shirt off.
All right, well, I'm sorry, listeners.
Sorry. The listeners don't care. It's the Facebook viewers.
Oh, they're into it. The likes are pouring in.
What is
fat? Souls is
Hey, what's up,
fat.
Christian?
Hey, Christian.
one of the things that I've noticed
Christian Laettner?
Nah.
just from actually starting to watch the NBA during the finals is they probably have the best color commentators of the 4 major sports.
Who?
The NBA. Just any
Paul's
of the
going to
games.
get mad.
Are you out of your fucking mind?
No.
So
Now, Paul, be
you
nice to
lied
him
to
now.
me because you have clearly not watched a single fucking playoff hockey game.
I find the NBA to be, I don't know, more lively.
What?
All right, so
Do you
Hey,
like to watch-
Sue Bird is great.
hold on. Hold on. All right, so I understand why Paul's getting upset.
You don't.
Mass loves to watch paint dry. So
No.
Hey, if you like that, you ever see grass?
They're able to keep up. Hockey's able to keep up with a lot more.
Nobody in our generation in the NBA for commentating even comes close to Mike Emmerich.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that. Like,
Well, Shaquille O'Neal's pretty good.
oh, dude, he would be awesome if he did an actual game.
I
He
wish
never
he would.
will. I don't think he had the
Shaq
air
and Chuck.
capacity to do it.
Huh?
I don't think Shaq has the air capacity to do it. By second quarter, he'd be like,
No, got a chicken wing.
it's amazing that
Barbecue
Charles
chicken
Barkley on TV.
I want Shaq and Barkley to do a
They
game.
show him at a commercial with an oxygen mask.
I wish I could do a good like Barkley imitation.
What do you got?
It's gonna
The terrible thing.
terrible. The $5 box at Rocks and Rocks. That's like my favorite commercial of all time.
That's not true. The hardest I've ever seen Kendall laugh at the TV in a non actual show or movie situation. We were watching a Monday Night Football game, and it was when they were doing the ESPN tour bus commercials.
Oh,
man.
And it was Russell Westbrook driving the bus, but he was wearing somebody else's glasses, and so he was driving through a cornfield. And they're like, "Everything okay up there, Russ?" "Yep, I got this."
He's
He's just like
ripping
driving,
through.
like looking.
Hi, Ma.
Hey,
I'm glad you're watching.
tuning in. Kyle was about to take his shirt off.
Just in time for
Oh,
us
lost a viewer.
Oh, no, gained one.
Solo said beach season just before he loosened his belt.
But yeah, you're wrong in a lot of levels, Mass.
I'm sorry.
Can I tell you, as soon as he started this, I see Paul's eyes just squint. What?
Well, it's funny too because like of all the sports, I mean, for me personally, I put basketball maybe
Last.
last.
I don't know.
Oh, and a shot. Oh, all
Well,
right.
hold on. You can't say that because every MLB team has their own
Yeah.
commentating crew, like their networks.
You're right.
So
That's
if you're
fair.
going to go based off a national level, you're talking about Joe Buck doing baseball.
You're right, but
He's the worst.
John Smoltz.
John Smoltz is good.
Yeah, but he's. I mean, I don't know, kind of.
So would you put an NBA commentator above or below Jason Witten?
Jason
above.
Witten is right up there with, like,
Booger McFarland. That whole crew is bad.
Booger McFarland's a legend.
in Kendall's
What?
mind.
Eating wings?
No, riding around on that rover.
I don't know.
Holla,
The original
Kendall.
NFL Network crew was pretty bad.
Was that Tiki Barber?
No, it was like
So I remember
Bob
Tiki was there for like 30 minutes and he got fired because he was terrible.
The Sunday night crew, not doing the commentary, but in studio, the panel used to be no joke 11 people, and it made no sense.
Wow.
11 people.
It was Mike Florio, Peter King, Bob Costas, Dan Patrick, Jerome Bettis.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, I forgot. But there's 5 right there. Like, why am I watching this? It's people just saying the same thing.
because you like it.
Yeah, I liked it.
Well, Jerome Bettis was there. That was your idol.
Yeah, and he lasted like half a season.
We got to make cuts.
Jefferson High, they're our rivals.
So
Yeah,
stupid.
But Jason Witten calling a football game is like trying to talk to a girl for the first time. So you want to... that's first down right there.
Wednesday night.
You know, it sucks because he tried to do what Romo does and was just not good at it. Like, he would try and call plays and they were wrong.
When Romo is not getting, all, control-y, and he's a good commentator, but when he's got to, explain how you snap a football...
I crack up anytime a big play happens when Romo's commentating because he can't talk. All he makes is noise. He sees it and he's just like, ah! Ah!
I love Tony Romo as a commentator.
Hated him as a player. I like him as a commentator. Oh, Scott, what's up?
Kind of sad that they got rid of Phil Simms for him.
Christian Wayne and Raptors in 6.
I don't know. I wasn't a huge fan of Phil Simms.
Well, Phil Simms hates the Giants. Every time he calls, yeah, they're pretty terrible this year.
He's just a realist.
Yeah, I think he kind of rubs the listener a little bit the wrong way.
It's my favorite commentator.
Well, because, he talks down.
Yeah.
It's so, I don't know, you don't want that.
He's got a great
Very-
voice, though.
Yeah, he's got a good voice. Kind of that sultry southern twang. I think.
You know who sucks? You know who sucks? His son, Chris. Terrible.
Bad player.
Bad player.
Bad jersey buy.
commentator.
How is jersey?
Whoever- Yeah, I'm about to say that.
Yeah, man, that amazes me. That just
Should I bring it in next week?
Can I
Or
have
week
it?
after? No.
because I want it.
Because I want.
You will be required to wear that at the wedding.
All right, fine.
That's actually a good idea. Wear jerseys to a wedding.
No, to your wedding.
Oh, I see.
Rebecca, you don't really get say in what he wears.
All right,
He gets just as much say in the wedding as you do. And seeing as how he's half the relationship, he gets half the say. It's only fair that he gets his half of the wedding.
Right. Besides, you're gonna be work done. It's a way better jersey.
I just want to be Eli.
I saw a.
So we're going like all Tampa Bay running back jerseys?
Oh yeah.
All right. You got Charles Sims.
No.
I already called it.
Mass is Doug Martin.
Oh, damn it. I
Muscle
was going to
hamster.
say that.
Who's gonna be Mike Allstott?
Me.
Good call. We'll go A Train.
I'm going to get my nipples pierced and have a lot of chest hair as well and wear a lot of spandex.
Nice. I got
Wait,
That's a WWE
wait,
A-Train
where
reference.
was Jaquiz? Was he was a buck, wasn't he?
He still is.
Yeah, I want him.
No, you can't have anything that might say jizz. It's inappropriate for the
It's
wedding.
Quiz.
Welcome to my
She's a teacher.
my Buccaneers running back theme wedding.
I didn't even heard of all of them. Yeah, that's the point.
Send out this invitation. Welcome to a very esoteric wedding.
All right, we're gonna play a quick game.
I like games.
All right.
Did you guys see that Jason Sehorn highlight the other day?
Yeah.
No.
I watched it on Facebook about 6 times.
And then shared it.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
Chris Jankowski Jr. over there.
a past highlight is what
Well,
you're
no,
saying.
here's it's not a current one.
That's what you said. Was
He's in like his men's league, just lighting it up.
Nah, it's him drying off after a shower in a bathing suit.
See, the difference between me and Chris though is like I won't post to be like this guy was so overrated. I love the Giants, but he sucks.
You might though.
Just post it.
You might.
Jason Sehorn.
All right. So everybody here is familiar with it, but to the listeners they might not be. There is a drinking game that requires a deck of cards called Kings.
Oh, boy.
And then we're not going to play Kings, Chris. And
That'd be riveting.
I want to see Mock do the toilet dinosaur.
No, that was that other game.
that was a Drinkatron. That
Yeah.
was so funny.
Toilet dinosaur?
Yeah, there's a drinking game.
We'll tell you during break.
Yeah.
All
But everyone who's played Kings know that there's a card. It's the 10 categories. Right?
Categories.
So we're going to play categories right now.
All right, impromptu category.
Impromptu categories. All right, so it's got to be since
Kendall's gotta
2000.
do
Here's the
5 is
criteria.
jive.
Here's the criteria. Mass will be the official looker-upper if Kendall doesn't know, because there's a good chance Kendall knows. So, from 2000 to now, the criteria is they must have at least either started 5 games or made an appearance in 10.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And you can, like, ballpark it. We don't have to look up everything.
All right.
But AFC South quarterbacks. Kendall, take it off. Go ahead.
Okay, let's begin with David Garrard.
Kyle?
We are going to go with a little bit of Matt Hasselbeck, eh?
So can you explain the rule again?
It has to be a quarterback that has started at least 5 games or played in 10 total games and has been an AFC South quarterback since 2000.
So David Garrard was a Jaguar.
I remember him.
And
Okay, I'm wrong.
Hasselbeck. No,
Titans.
Hasselbeck played for the Titans and the Colts.
Oh, I'm right.
So like Mariota.
Yeah, there's a lot
Okay.
of easy ones to go around.
Okay.
Yeah. Mock's like, this is too easy.
Well, no, that's what
Who's going to make me drink private stock?
I was just trying to like, make sure I had the rules down.
Come on, Mass. You got to keep it
Oh,
going.
I'm sorry. I thought it was just the official
'Cause
looker-upper.
we're doing this?
Jameis Winston.
Perfect. Okay. Schwab.
That's well nice. Byron Leftwich.
Oh.
Who said ugh?
Who said it?
Peyton Manning.
No, he didn't. Just snotted
You
up
know what's
myself.
horrible?
What?
In my head, I was like, the Broncos are not in the South. Oh, I hate that.
Oh,
One
Charlie
at a time.
Batch.
All right.
Jake Locker.
Mark Brunell.
We're just going to let that one slide?
I don't know about Charlie Batch.
He wasn't a Titan.
No.
Oh, I thought he was.
All right, private stock and moving on. We keep,
Oh
we keep
man,
it
I
going.
thought for sure he was a
He was
Titan.
a lion.
We keep it going. Mark
Oh,
Brunell.
that's
Mark
a
nice.
blue
Mark
team.
Brunell. Vince Young.
Wait, whoa, what's the division?
We're doing AFC South still.
Oh,
But you have to do private stock. You're out.
oh.
Fucking dick.
Fine. You want to do a shot of private stock and we'll start a new division?
No, it's fine.
All right.
We got
Can't believe he took the private stock over.
Well, I have to do it anyway.
David Carr.
Derek.
It's you, Mass.
Charlie Whitehurst.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, I forgot about Brissett.
You know what sucks? I was thinking Whitehurst. That's who I was thinking of.
And you said Charlie Batch?
Yeah, I don't know why.
You deserve to drink the private
Yeah.
stock.
I don't think we said Blake Bortles.
Damn it.
Nope. Kyle was really...
It's Kyle's favorite quarterback.
Deshaun Watson.
Can't think of this guy's name. Begins with a K. He was a backup for the Rams. Ended up playing for the Colts.
Kyle Korver.
No,
Starting quarterback.
4, 3.
I'll take the shot.
Andrew Luck would have been an acceptable answer.
I know, but I was stuck on that.
Angela?
Yeah.
Jim Sorgi.
Ooh.
Wow.
Gross.
Big fan of his. That guy was bad.
Kellen Clemens, by the way, is who I was thinking of.
Ugh, now that deserves an ugh.
Okay. Calvin Clemens then.
Such a piece of shit.
Saw that coming a mile away.
Ryan Fitzpatrick? Trying to think. He started 5 games last year, right?
Yeah.
Because he started the first 4, then got pulled in the Bears game,
He
and then
started like
started
7.
another game.
Tell you,
another
someone's ears were ringing. Chris Jankowski tuning in.
one. Nice.
Sage Rosenfels.
Who?
Houston Texans legend. Beat the Bengals twice in the playoffs.
Why do you know that?
Because we were Steeler fans.
Here's the thing. Kendall knows a lot of stuff no one else knows.
Billy Vogel.
Oh, wait a minute.
Vocal. Nah.
Uh-oh.
It's Billy.
Uh-oh.
Starts with a V, though,
It
right?
does start with a V.
V.
You know, I got to give you credit, though, because you're, like, right on it.
Voltec? Zoltan?
Tech.
Billy Volek.
That's what I said.
You said Vogel.
We'll give him credit for it.
Here you go, Kendall.
Same thing.
Kendall, you ready?
I'm ready.
Quinn Gray.
Ew. God, he played that many games? Or...
I think he only played like 12 games.
Oh, God.
But he was like on the roster for like 8 years.
Ugh. Ooh, I'm actually running out of players myself. I'm trying to think of some classic Titans we've seen through the days. Well, I could do Steve McNair.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to make it somber there. He's a good player.
Come on, Souls.
All right.
You out?
5, 4,
We'll accept McLovin.
3, 2, 1.
Shot.
I like the point.
Luke McCown.
Oh.
Oh.
No,
Very nice.
he was only important for the Saints because he did that commercial.
That was so funny.
That was the Verizon commercial, wasn't it?
The backup. Oh, what?
That was foam. That was weird. All right, go ahead.
All right. Oh man, I'm running out of guys.
Correct answer is Peter Pan.
Long-time NFL quarterback.
Let's
Also
go
accept
with
Daisy Dukes.
Who was? Oh, I just thought of another one.
All right, no one's counting down, Kendall.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I give up.
So if I name one, do I seal it?
Yes.
Chad Henne.
Ah.
You know, I forgot about that guy.
So when I
He's a Dolphin.
so I just picked the division. I didn't do any homework ahead of time, I promise. But when
That
I
was been very funny.
He's memorizing all the
no, but
questions.
like I'm sitting here, like I'm going through division, so I was like trying to pick one that had like a lot of obvious ones, but a lot of like no names, like things that Kendall would know and like Kyle. And so I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, all right, once I started, I'm like, all right, Jaguars. There's a lot of them. Let's go. Yeah. I mean, we have a little bit of time because we started late. So, who you guys want to do this? Because someone needs to pour Kendall a shot.
Oh.
Yes. I was doing good there.
Don't throw them out of your plastic cups. You're gonna ruin the next segment.
You know, we actually have a solo cups on the fridge there.
Nah, that's all right. They're not gonna ruin it.
One of the
Can
cool
someone
things.
can someone get? Oh, nice.
I'm working on it.
All right, you guys want to do the same thing, but different division? You want to? Someone else can come up with a different topic if you guys want.
No, that was fun.
Center fielders.
Nope.
It's gotta be football.
So center fielders would probably maybe make it 2 rounds.
It's got to be football or backup goaltenders from 2010 to 2015.
All right, so football.
One of the
Center fielder from the AL West.
I don't even know all the teams in the AL West. No, I'm just kidding.
I got this, yo.
I know you do. That's why you
Switched
picked it.
around.
Fine, we'll do NFC.
Kyle's like, kids drafted from the West Coast this
So-
year in the first round.
So while Kyle comes up with it,
NFC West quarterbacks.
well, hold on. While Kyle comes up with it, comment on the Facebook saying that Gary Sanchez is greater than Jose Altuve.
So that's from Chris.
Yeah.
Because he's been on a rant about the past week about how overrated Altuve is.
So
Him and Kyle got pretty heated. Kyle pulled a Brian Jankowski and walked out of the room and then came back and got really mad.
I got my.
Well,
Like, he got mad, got up, left the room, came back madder than when he left.
if you're still on Facebook, give us like one good reason why. I want to hear
An
I wanna hear this
explanation.
yeah. Need some,
Name 5 more.
Christian Bernie
Um,
Williams, number 1.
All right, so go ahead. We want to do NFC West quarterbacks, Kyle?
Yep.
Same criteria?
Yeah.
Start it off.
Quick
Charlie
question.
Whitehurst.
Do they have to play 10 games for the team or just in the
10
NFL?
games in the division.
All right. So
Not-
I can't use the guy I was going to use.
You can, but you're going to do shot.
Russell Wilson.
Carson Palmer.
Gross.
That was awesome. Jake Skelton.
Gross.
goes for the kill shot right away. Jake Skelton. Colin Kaepernick.
Ryan Lindley.
Why you give me that look? Just
Come on.
get him out of the way.
Come on, come back to me.
Tavares Jackson.
Nice.
Josh Rosen.
Sam Bradford.
Where is he now?
Arizona. Well, no, he's a free agent now.
Yeah.
Is this it? Is he finally done?
Nah,
I
he'll
hope
sign.
so.
He'll be the next Brady. Watch.
Oh, God. Come on.
So this guy I know didn't play 10 games, but it's a good namesake for the amount of money. Matt Flynn.
That's who I was
Oh my
thinking.
God.
That's who I was thinking
Did he
of.
start 5?
Not for the Seahawks.
I don't think so.
He got beat out in
Well, did he
camp.
play for the Cardinals too?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, he
Did
did.
he?
Did he?
I didn't even know that.
I thought he ended up going back.
I thought he
Souls?
went back to Green Bay.
Kevin Cobb.
Ah, damn it.
Wow, Kevin Cobb.
let's
Good,
see.
good
Yeah.
on you.
Matt Flynn has played for the Seahawks, the Raiders, the Bills, the Patriots. Oh, no, he didn't play for the Cardinals. I was wrong.
Yeah, you don't take the shot. That was a good name.
Yeah.
Come on, Mass.
Not
Yeah,
mine.
come on, Mass.
No, it's Mass Jr. over there. He's a combination of you and Kyle.
Their love child.
I feel bad for him.
We're doing NFC West. Jared Goff.
I get the impression that Chris is not listening anymore. Cause
Yeah. Because he would have weighed in.
yeah.
Or he's typing a paragraph.
I'm thinking. Jimmy Garoppolo.
It's Garoppolo.
Yeah.
And he has a pizzeria
Alex Smith.
He's serving up slices.
this year. Jake Plummer.
Gross.
Nick
Ugh.
Mullins.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Austin Davis.
I don't even know what that is.
He was a Rams quarterback.
No.
He played for more than just the Rams, though. He was in Cleveland.
Kurt Warner. Another dual division guy. I got somebody in mind if we go NFC North.
Okay, let me think here. I'm blanking out all of a sudden.
While Kendall's thinking, Facebook viewers, give
Seven.
us the next division. Let us know.
Or if you know somebody that
Yeah,
we miss.
Give us the next division.
4,
Oh, Souls is counting me down.
3, 2,
Um.
1.
Mark Bolger.
Damn.
We
That
count
was
it?
probably going to be my next one.
We count it? I said 0 before you said it.
Oh, come on.
Well, that depends, Kyle. Are you going to say Mark Bulger?
No.
Then it counts. He's out of the game.
He was counting so quietly though, so nobody could hear him. He's like,
No, it's all right. Kendall,
in his head, he's just like,
Kendall's-
"Fuck you, Kendall. I'm gonna get you, you piece of shit. I'm gonna get you."
All right, Kyle. It'd be okay if you used your time.
Trying to buy time for other people in the circle.
Oh, Jeff Garcia.
Oh, I forgot about Jeff Garcia.
CJ Bethard.
Bethard.
Did CJ play 5 games?
Beat
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Over the last couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Kellen Clemens.
Drew Stanton.
Nice.
You know, I was trying to think of his name.
I like to think that Drew Stanton was the Browns quarterback they modeled Daniel Drew after, the guy from
What's up,
Draft
Matt?
Day, the quarterback for the Browns. Kyle, you listening to me?
I'm hearing
He
you.
doesn't even care. He's like tuned out. Man. He's like, I don't know.
Look,
like
I'm
this.
trying to think of that.
You guys wouldn't let me
backup
do center
quarterback for the
fielders. I'm
Seahawks for a
mad.
while.
What?
I can't think of his name.
Oh, it's getting slim pickings.
5.
You know, I'm getting.
Whose
I don't-
turn is it?
It's mine.
Oh,
I don't think Fitzpatrick played enough games for the Rams.
Who?
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Polish fucking
I don't remember
my
him
God, I
being a
forgot.
Ram.
Yeah, like 2006
Yeah.
or 7.
I'm gonna just say him, but we can double check if we need to. But I think
I'll
was,
check it real quick.
was that the team that drafted him?
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
was.
I
Kyle?
forgot we drafted Fitzpatrick.
Hey, that's a jersey we should all get. Just
Yeah.
whatever team. I call Buffalo when he was his greatest.
He didn't play
Kyle?
for, has he played for any of our team? Oh, the Rams. You said
Yeah.
that. He'll be a Saint.
That'd be so funny.
Rams 2005 to 2006.
So they drafted him. We got rid of him after a year.
Picked him in the 7th round.
Oh, okay. 5.
Whose turn is it?
Kyle.
Mine.
4. 3.
Tyron Jackson.
Does anyone know who that is?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know his first name, but his last name is Jackson.
Tavares Jackson?
I already said him.
Did you?
Yeah.
Prove it.
I think he said
I
it.
said him. Play it back. Play it back.
Alright, whatever.
Mock?
Give me a shot.
You have to keep doing shouts.
Case Keenum.
That is true.
You're not gonna drink yours, so.
Nick Foles.
Well, that's not nice.
You know, I was hoping to keep that one in the chamber, but I knew if I said either one of them, the other one was going to go.
Well, Foles was my next one lined up.
But I
John Kitna.
Ah,
Yikes.
was he?
Seahawks.
Yeah, long time Lion.
Just a
He
little
was,
trivia.
he was the quarterback for the Seahawks before Hasselbeck. Hasselbeck came out in 2001.
He was before. I thought they were kind of just at the same
Nah,
time.
Kitna was like in the 90s into 2000.
Ugh.
Yeah, Facebook, let us know what division to do next.
Spoiler alert.
What? Do the North?
No. Never mind. Just keep going.
I went over my head. I
The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Can you just tell us? Because that was... Just go ahead.
Hasselbeck.
Did we say Hasselbeck?
Yeah, Hasselbeck
Yeah.
was said like a long time ago.
We set him for the AFC South.
No, I set him for this one.
Oh, did you? All right.
So
John.
now,
talking
not only
about?
do you have to do
Tim.
private talk, but now you're out.
No.
Yep.
No.
Just by default.
Yeah, because we got to speed it up.
That's how it goes. All right, I'm blanking here. Just give me a countdown. I'll see if I can pull something.
3,
right.
2,
Start at 3.
1.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.
This segment on
Three-quarters,
GSWD is brought to you by
quarter,
the number
one
3.
Yeah.
1/16th,
I give up.
1/32nd, 1/64th, 1/128th.
I'm out.
Oh, man.
I'm out. Oh, hold on. Let me send it back.
Well, I got this one.
I like this one.
All right.
He likes the maple. Souls is
What
out.
are the chances?
Yeah, Ben out.
Machcine?
I'm staying in.
Okay, good for you.
Trying
You're
to...
out, though.
No.
He's out.
Was Alex Smith said?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, does that count as an out?
No.
Well, I'm at only because I was like,
Ask if somebody was saying.
well, I'm asking only because I'm like, that'd be a really easy name.
I think Paul said it, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Did-
Is there Cardinals?
I don't know.
Think of like 2015, 2016 when Palmer was injured.
I don't know either.
Yeah, but wasn't that like the Call Stanton error? Kaepernick was said.
All right, Mock. Why don't you worry about your own? You're in the countdown. Souls, count them down.
Yeah.
5,
3.
4, 3,
What the?
2, 1.
I got nothing. I don't think there's any more quarterbacks that are played in that division.
Drew
Tim
Stanton.
Hasselbeck.
Drew Stanton was said.
Fuck!
Now you're out twice.
Like, we literally said it.
That's nice when you yell right into the microphone.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Is there any we missed, or that you had any lined up?
Yeah. Sean Hill.
Well, I didn't.
So,
now I
so
do.
you just had Sean Hill in the chamber and you went Drew Stanton.
Sean Hill for the win.
All right.
For the win.
It's too bad that didn't work for the Rams.
All right.
All right.
He was a good backup quarterback for the Lions.
Yeah, he just wasn't a very good starting quarterback for the Rams.
No.
All right.
You guys thinking non-offensive lineman New York Giants offense since 2010?
Non-lineman.
2010. All right. I like that.
Thinking that, Souls?
No.
What was the category?
Non-offensive lineman, offensive players for the Giants. All right, fine. Only offensive linemen.
Ooh.
Oh, David
Nate
Deal.
Soldier.
David Deal.
Only offensive linemen from the 60s to the 80s in the NFC South.
Oh.
Out.
Fran Tarkenton.
He was a quarterback.
It was his brother.
Oh,
It was his
Son.
son. What do you think? Take a break?
I guess Mock's done.
Well, no.
Mock's tired of losing. All right. I guess we'll be back in, I don't know, 587 seconds.
you gotta bear with me. I gotta find out how to mute Facebook because I guess the music, the algorithms or whatever. Like, oh, you can't play music, blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's
So-
copyright.
well, I get that. But,
It's not because PPRN has a license.
yeah, but I want to see if I can kind of figure that out so we don't lose our Facebook stream.
Are you watching Raw?
No,
That's
Jurassic Park. Which
Oh.
is my favorite thing about the Raptors.
Real
I love
quick,
to
yeah,
think
mine
of the
too.
parks.
I don't want to test on the air, but I want to test the air. Could you turn on you Facebook Live and just hear the volume for a second? I want to try something real quick.
So Toronto did a really cool thing tonight. They didn't pick somebody to sing the Canadian national anthem. They left it up to the fans in the stands to actually sing it.
Did it go quiet?
game? Was it game
Wait,
5?
It's going to
Yeah.
take a second.
This is in Toronto.
Was it Drake?
Drake was there singing, but they literally didn't. They just let the entire crowd sing,
Raptors, do you feel me?
No.
which I'm going to
Are you
play
roaring?
during the break.
There
'cause
he is, Kevin
When it goes
Durant.
out?
First game in 33 days.
Kryptonite.
Imagine missing 9 games because you have a calf issue. What a bitch.
How old is he?
What if he runs out, trips, and sprains his ankle?
28?
He's that young.
30? It might be 30.
No.
Because he played, 1 year at Texas A&M?
Yeah.
Or just Texas. He didn't go to Texas A&M, right?
How long was he in OKC?
Well, he got drafted in 08. So 08 to 2017.
Okay.
No, 2016. This is his 3rd year in OKC. So he got drafted in 08. So 11 years.
Probably
So,
about
Did
20,
he leave
29.
just to get a
nah,
championship?
he's probably like 31.
I think it's 31. I think he's in the 28 to 30 range.
I got us muted on
Can't be.
Facebook. Figured it out. So
Break
we'll
time.
Take a quick break.
Yeah, we already said we were going to break.
How many seconds you said? 500.
573.
Durant's 30.
We'll be back.
When's his birthday? Hold on. Don't go off the air. When's his birthday?
September 29th.
Closer to 31.
We'll be back.
And now, back to getting sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host, the Riddler. We're joined by assholes. All right, real quick question. So, before we get into our segment we're going to do for this hour and our beverages that we've got, we're going to take a quick hiatus from the beer. So Kyle, I saw this thing. I want you to comment on it. Everyone else can feel free to chime in, but more geared towards
Kyle.
the K-Quick kid over there. Hey yo,
Hey, yo.
Souls. So I saw this thing.
Hey, yo, Frankie.
I saw this thing. I thought it had some accuracy to it. I want to get your take on it, okay? So, someone posted that now that the Warriors are down 3-1, it is showing that in a situation where coaching is going to win them games more than superstar talent, Steve Kerr is showing his true colors as not being one of the greatest coaches in the NBA. Because his talent isn't carrying his team to victories in the finals, and his coaching isn't doing it either. Do you agree with that? Do you think this kind of puts like darker marks on his coaching abilities? Not a leader, not a leadership ability. His coaching ability, his ability to take over a game as a coach. Because Brad Stevens is the best at it right now. Popovich is probably the best all time, but Brad Stevens is the best at it right now. I mean, Brad Stevens can, at 7 minutes to go in a game, Brad Stevens will do substitutions and make plays. It doesn't matter who's on the court. The Celtics are going to win that game if he takes over the way we've seen him do. Do you think this puts a little bit of a mark on his coaching record?
Yeah.
His coaching
Yeah.
ability?
You didn't have his superstars, but
He does, though.
He should still be able to win the games.
He still has the superstars.
We didn't have these superstars.
Okay, he doesn't have Kevin Durant, and he has a half Klay Thompson. But half Klay Thompson is about as good as right now Spicy P. Steph Curry's better is about as good as Kawhi Leonard, maybe a step below. Boogie's better than any big they've got. Draymond's better than any 4 they've got. Like their roster is still stacked.
But
I
he
don't know
doesn't
what
know
the
how to
numbers
mix
mean.
and match the bench with the starters.
Well, I think bringing in all these stars has kind of not made him had to coach because he always has a
Yeah.
star on the floor.
That's the thought I was just having in my head that like he'd never. I shouldn't say never, but like
Between Curry, Clay, Draymond, and Kevin Durant are all floor generals. They can all run a team.
yeah.
So one of them's always on the floor. So there's always a point guard on the floor. So I don't know. You think it's kind of showing that maybe he's not like. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If Draymond, Durant, and Cousins left, and it was just Curry and Thompson with the rest of this team that they have, they picked up some like people in free agency, but no superstars. Would they be as good? Like, would Steve Kerr be able to coach them to being the top seed in the West every year?
I think so.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
I think either one or two. I don't think he falls below that.
I think he does a real good job with the young talent. But now that all these superstars are here, I think it. I don't know. I'm sweating balls. Like I literally have testicles falling out of my body.
Probably shouldn't have worn a long sleeve shirt.
Might be time to get panoramic view naked. It's an insider. All right, Souls, break it down. Oh, never mind. Sorry. So this hour and into the third hour, probably. It's up to you guys. I'm probably going to try to do all mine this hour so I can wind down a little bit in the third hour. But I brought a product from my company, Brestcombe Bartone. It's a new spirit type product on the market, an RTD, ready to drink. So a lot of the ready to drinks out there, you see the Jose Cuervo margaritas, the Dailies frozen pouches. A lot of them are kind of like you got to add booze to them. They're too sweet, whatever. So these are from a company called On the Rocks. You might have heard of them. They're being well distributed throughout Connecticut now. And they partnered up with Jim Beam Spirits. And they all feature a different Beam brand. So the margarita has Hornitos. They make a jalapeno pineapple margarita, which Souls is starting off with, made with Trace Generations. The Mass is starting off with the Cosmopolitan, featuring Effin' Vodka, 50 cents vodka.
He's feeling a little manly today.
Machcine Washable starting off with the Aviation, a gin-based drink made with Larios gin. And the Red Baron has the Knob Creek Old Fashioned, as well as the Cruisin' Rum Mai Tai.
We're the hype
Bingo.
bros over
So
here.
we'll go through. You guys can talk about what your favorite was at the end. It's just like I think this would be like a cool thing to do every once in a while.
Yeah.
Kind of like bring something in, like it's something different.
Yeah, we never gonna do like a tasting as a group unless we go somewhere.
Right. This is like something like light. They're just and for you people out there who wish to try them, if you hear reviews and you like them or you're just interested now, they come in 100 milliliter bottles, 200 milliliter bottles, and 375s.
Contact your favorite salesman, Paul Riddell.
Contact your local package store. Most stores have the 200 mLs now. They go for like $5.99. The 200 ml is 2 bar-sized cocktails. So one of these 100 mLs that we're trying tonight, this is one standard cocktail.
You want to buy him out of the trunk of his car?
No. Not happening. Robert Sussler. Mock's trying to get me fired. No, but they're all 40 proof, which is except for the Knob Creek is 70, the old fashioned. Like these are ready to drink.
Yeah.
Like these are good to go.
Oh, Wayne Gretzky's at the game.
And that. All right.
To sprinkle that
Actually,
in.
and they're the first ever ready to drink cocktail that's going to be featured at sporting events.
Really?
Yep. They got a contract. They're going to be on tap at Buffalo Bills games.
That's kind of cool.
And they're all the 100 mLs. The 100 mLs will also be in the beverage carriers at Rockies games.
That's really cool.
What do you think
Oh,
one of
big
these is
walker.
going to cost at a sporting event?
The 100
$12.99.
ml, $8.99.
You think so? At like a stadium?
They cost the retailer $2. So
No,
that
I know. I'm saying at a stadium.
I've never. Bought
yeah,
liquor at a
but
sporting event.
if they cost a retailer $2, if they charge $8.99, they're making 300% markup.
No, I know.
A 25 ounce.
But if they sell them for $12, they're making
A lot
more than that.
I don't think they'll. No.
I don't think they'd be that 12. I'm just
All
saying.
right, so Souls, you can go ahead and break it down, gentlemen. Sip at your leisure, and then just pour and go as you want.
All right, so we're basically doing like a power ranking tier type thing where we have 5 categories. S being elite, the best team
You
in
have
the
to
league.
preface this with the tier maker website. It's been a popular thing on YouTubers and stuff like that. Well, Kyle, you gotta give
I'm
them
not good at explaining things like that.
You're not good at anything except everything. See what he did there? Turned an insult into a jab at you being beautiful. No, but Tier Maker, it's a website where he'll explain the S through whatever categories, you drag and drop, and you make your own tier systems. A lot of YouTubers have been doing this with all kinds of different things. There's thousands and thousands of pre-made ones. It's used for sports. It's used for cartoons, fast food restaurants. I mean, whatever. Like, this is literally like what we do on car rides. This is a website for it.
Fun fact: this started for Super Smash Brothers for the Switch.
I know. And
Just ripping off our ideas.
yeah, Jesus, like fucking Mass over here, like the endorser for the Switch.
So I wish I bought that.
The Switch?
No, Super Smash Bros.
You want it? I have a game.
Why do you have a game?
I got a game for Christmas from my dad, and he didn't know I didn't have the Switch.
Do you really have it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
$39.99.
That's a good deal. You should take that.
I scratched it.
That's
In
still
half.
a good deal. Oh, all right.
No. All right, so Souls. So please explain the tiers.
It's a really good
S
game.
being what we all agree on to be the elite team of the bunch. Like, out of everybody, the best team.
You only
So,
get
like-
one. There's only one.
So, like, for example, the San Francisco Giants.
Okay. Then A being really good teams. Teams that could fight for the S spot but did not make it. B being very good teams but not best. C being average, and D suck.
Right.
We have to come to D
S is
sucks.
elite. S is elite. A or S is what was S superior?
Supreme.
Special.
S is the best. A
Suck.
is like elite. B is very good. C is average. D is
S is for suck.
So just real quick too, so the people watching on YouTube and Facebook, they can watch it. If you're listening on the radio or after in the podcast, you won't be able to see it, but we're going to explain it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But go back and watch us on Facebook if you aren't already, because it's
Mass is
pretty
already
cool.
his second shot in.
Oh wow!
This is like recording a parade, though. No one's going back and watching it.
Don't you say that?
All right. So we'll start off. We'll go in order. Starting with the New York Yankees.
Oh, that order. I thought you meant like in order of us.
No.
So I was like, what?
So what do we all think?
Well, Yankees are playing pretty good ball right now, especially kind of with not having all their starters in. They're kind of slowly being pressed back into service, but the farm system playing well up, so it's very encouraging. They're tied for first right now as of this Monday, June 10th, 2019. So for me, I would put them in the A category.
That's where I have them too.
Yeah. They're playing hurt, and the injuries are kind of starting to get to them now. I mean, they went on a real hot streak. They were winning a lot of games, but they're starting to lose more as of late. So until these guys come back,
I
if they
think
can
they're
get
on the
things going.
fringe of S and B.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. They could go better, and they can definitely get worse.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna throw them an A before Mass or I vote.
Well, I mean, we can move them. I just put them up there.
No, that's fine. It's 3 out of 5. So Mass and I don't have to give our opinions. Next
No, I'm
team.
going to hear your opinion.
Nope. Next team.
But wait, there can only be one S, correct?
Yes. Next team. We can move it though. Like if we put a team S and then we all like later like next team Souls.
We got Tampa Bay Rays.
Blake Snell S.
So same deal.
Souls is like really mad at me for some reason right now.
No, not you.
Phillies.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and go to the Phillies right now. Let's get this raw anger and throw them in the D category.
So Tampa Bay was kind of a mixed bag. I remember when we first started talking about baseball before it began, we were kind of on the fence, but we agreed for the most part that we were very impressed with what the pitching could be, and it has really, stood up and kind of, lived up to what we expected. They're tied for first with the Yankees with a oh my God, what's the record? I just said it.
40 and 25.
40 and 24.
Whatever
and
it is.
it's the type of thing that they're pitching well enough to keep them in games. And not that the offense hasn't been producing, but it's been a more kind of mellow.
Well, they have players that are producing. Austin Meadows has a great year. They have Tommy Pham. They have Kiermaier. They have players that are hitting. It's just a matter of can they all do it together?
Right. So, I mean, at this point, I kind of put them on par with the Yankees. So I'd be happy to put them in that A spot. Just because if you're going to put the Yankees there, I mean, they're right there with them.
Mass?
What happened?
Talking about the Rays. What do you think of the Tampa Rays?
Tampa Bay.
Ew.
The Tampa Rays.
What are you, a native?
I think they're good.
All right. Well,
Mass, if you're gonna watch a game while we're doing the podcast, you got to focus on the podcast.
All right, fine.
So where do you rank the Rays in this?
I'll give him an A tier.
Okay.
Riddler's a big Blake Snell fan.
I put him in B.
Put him in?
Yeah. I just think like they're playing really good baseball, but they're benefiting more from a really bad start from the Red Sox, and so the Red Sox are playing from behind and an injury riddled Yankee team. Like if both teams were playing, if the Yankees were healthy and the Red Sox were playing to par, the Rays would be a non-factor. Not a non-factor, but like they wouldn't be in first.
They'd be a third.
Yeah.
Third.
So I would say B.
So is this the type of thing? So we, not that we're gonna play the majority vote card, but so we could move them to A. But if we move along, we decide that hey, someone's more.
There's
worthy.
no limit to what you have in like A, B, C, and D. But like you're not gonna have 20 teams in D.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's not how it works. The majority of your teams are gonna be in B and C.
Right.
The Rays are iffy for me because like right now, if we're doing the power rankings for today, I would put them in the A level. But similar to what Paul said, I don't think they're a team that's like built to do this all season. So I want to say B.
I think they're a B team right now too.
Yeah. So actually, it's shifting more to be a B, which I'm fine with. I mean, I guess at this moment in time, I had them in A just because of their record alone. So if you guys are in more agreement of B, I think we go B.
Put them in B. We'll move them
right.
if we feel we need to move.
So many fucking home runs for the Rays tonight. Diamondbacks, I mean.
Well, it could be the Rays.
All right. So
Then we got Toronto. They're
It was like he introduces a team the way he thinks they should be ranked.
right. Yeah.
No, Toronto. So
Those guys.
just fucking throw them in the garbage pail.
I'm thinking because they're a team with a lot of young talent that hasn't got to their level yet. So they suck because they're all brand new.
Right. Well, the thing is, like you said, it's young talent, and it's kind of a changeover from a team that was kind of old the past 3 seasons, and it's definitely a transition period now. I guess for me, it's a C level team. If we're going on kind of what we're anticipating how the season to go, I don't see them climbing higher than third if that even happens. So.
I put them in that C range. I mean, they could even be lower, but they're a team that I think is going to trade away veteran pieces to acquire more youth and just keep building. So I'd say C minus.
I would give them a D. 'Cause with all the young talent, their pitching's still not very good.
It doesn't look like it's going to get any better anytime soon.
The only 2 guys that they have are going to be traded by the All-Star break. I would put them in D.
So we got 2 for D, 2 for C. Riddler? Dun, 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 dun.
No, it's dun, 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 dun. I put him in D because we're doing this as a power ranking, so I don't really give a shit who's on their team. They've got 23 wins.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they're
So
bad.
in that argument, the Rays should be an A.
So I said it.
Are we so,
No, you didn't.
We're gonna move
I
the Rays
did.
to A. Move the Rays to A.
We're shifting the Rays to A.
This is power rankings. This has nothing to do with their team. This has nothing to do with where they're going. This has nothing to do with where they're going to be in 3 years.
That's
what
what
they're
I mean.
going to do with the trade
That's what I
deadline.
meant.
So
Like, if we're
so
doing
they're
the
an A.
power
Yep.
rankings right now, I put them as an A. But like, if we were to do this again at the end of the year, I think they would end in the B range.
all right,
Marlins.
D. They're terrible. They have nothing.
Yeah.
D.
They don't deserve an All-Star appearance. They're terrible. Their new logo sucks.
Can they just not get put up on the board?
They're going nowhere fast. And as in NL East, the Mets are in the NL East, and I am a big hater of all teams in it. There's one player that stands out for me who can't seem to leave and is still a pain, and it's Martin Prado. I hate him, and he just won't retire or go anywhere else. So with that being said,
I was kind of bummed when the Yankees traded him. I mean, they got Stanton in return, but Prado is a good player.
Now we have the St. Louis Cardinals.
Is he really?
What?
Oh, I thought you were saying he was a Cardinal.
No.
I was like, when?
So now we have the
Tonight.
St. Louis Cardinals. This is a team that's underperforming. With the amount of talent that they have, they should be way better.
yeah, they made a lot of moves, and it just really nothing's shaping up right now.
Wainwright just went to the DL or the IL.
Close.
It's a DL. Fuck it.
He's so ill.
For me, they go in the C range.
Terrible.
I mean, so they're in what, 4th place right now?
Third,
They're in 3rd place.
5.5 games out of first.
They're a C team that's going to finish in the A bracket because that's what the Cardinals fucking do every year.
Yeah, I'm okay with putting them in C. Riddler? Any notion?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that they're underperforming, and I agree that they'll be the S team when it's all said and done.
Because that's what they do.
B.
Homer,
A little
B?
bit.
Would you care to elaborate?
Homer Bailey.
Nice.
We'll go with Homer Bailey, and that's it.
Classic red, great jersey.
Yep.
Shout out J-Mart.
Now played for another shit team. Now we got the Houston Astros.
S.
I think they're in contention for the S.
They are my S. Though I believe the Dodgers hold the better record currently right now. I think it's just a better rounded team.
They hold the better record because they have one less loss and they played one less game.
Right.
So they have the same amount of wins. They
yeah.
both have 45 wins. The Dodgers just have 21 losses to the 22 by the Astros. So
I just think Houston's a better team.
I agree. I mean, well, you're a longtime Rockets fan.
Big time.
But, I mean, you look at the Astros. I mean, Altuve missed time. Carrera's still out, right? Did
I don't know if he came
yet?
back. He came back he got hurt in the beginning and then came back. And I don't see how
I
again.
think they have one of the best defensive infields in baseball. They have one of the
Springer
best
missed time
rotations
too, right?
in baseball.
Springer's still missing time.
So, I mean, this is a team that its 3 stars have been missing, and they're still just
They're
winning
going
games.
through like a mini version of what the Yankees are doing and have a better record
Yeah. Well,
because they have a really good rotation.
Yeah. They do.
And I think they're the S team. I mean, I will never ever believe in the Dodgers. And even with the Dodgers having one less loss than them, they have the same amount of wins. So for me, that doesn't mean anything in terms of their power ranking standards.
If you bet money that the Dodgers go to the World Series, they'll make you money. Don't bet on them to win it.
Now we got the Atlanta Braves.
Stone.
S.
Ooh, hard no. For me.
I think they're a B team. They're winning a lot of games. They have a good offense, but their pitching is costing them. They would have a way better record if their bullpen wasn't shit.
Well, they just signed their savior
Chipper Jones.
out of the rotation.
Yeah.
I mean, they got Keuchel, but we don't know
They
what
just
he's
brought
going
in
to be.
Keuchel. I think Keuchel will be a decent, like, top of the rotation guy. I don't think he'll be the Cy Young guy.
Because we all saw what happened last year with all these guys that missed time. They sucked. Lance Lynn, Alex Cobb, all these fucking guys.
Well, it definitely seems like Keuchel is rushing to get back into things, which is not necessarily a good thing. I don't think he'll struggle mightily, but
See, I wonder if he was pitching anywhere in like a Bridgeport Bluefish type
could have
league.
been. Could have been.
I don't think so. I think he was just pitching from home. to
Well,
his
I guess
son.
that's what I meant. So for me, they sit in second place right now, currently, right?
Yeah, about to be tied, though.
About to be tied. So
They're a game behind the Phils.
I guess I'd put them in that B category. They're playing good ball right now, and it makes me mad.
I just don't think they're an A team. Too many question marks.
I don't think they deserve to be. I think there's,
This is kind of like the Soul Show right now. I like it.
Okay.
They actually don't
Yeah.
even put them up there.
We're just gonna exclude Baltimore.
Well, hold on. If the Marlins are on there,
The Orioles have a worse record.
By
they're
far.
both just as bad.
No, the Orioles are terrible.
No, I know.
They're going to be historically terrible.
I just want to say too, I hate a team that's logo is the hat that it's already wearing. It's just like it's a logo on a logo. It's just like, come on.
Why? What other teams? What other references do you have to go off that?
I do have one more, and it's escaping me right at the moment. But the Orioles are the biggest culprit right now at this moment. If I think of it,
You mean like Mr. Met?
Indians?
no, but they don't wear.
Mr. Met wears a Mets hat.
No.
but-
He so like the Orioles logo there is wearing an Orioles hat.
So on their uniforms is
I
their
know,
logo.
I'm joking.
Oh, I don't
So
know.
you're talking Cleveland Indians,
Well, no,
No.
because the Cleveland Indians.
Look at that C.
Yeah, that's their actual logo.
but they used to have the Chief Wahoo.
Formerly that would have made it.
All right, so last year's Indians.
Okay.
No, years ago.
So I think
they just got rid of that.
Mass is like leaning with the free throws right now.
I can't
Like,
see past the
you,
mic.
you think this guy would have been like a Raptors fan since like 02?
I can't see past the mic. I'm trying to keep the
Hey
mic.
man,
in
he was
front
there
of
in the
me.
hard
Speaking of
days.
Chief Wahoo, where do we rank Wild Thing?
I want to rank them in D, but they're a C team. They're just average all the way around.
so. They don't sit in last.
No, they're in second.
Yeah, but like the whole division's kind of in second.
Yeah,
Like they're in second at 10.5 games.
yeah. I
But
mean,
they're above 500. I mean,
it's a lot of guys kind of underperforming.
Yeah,
But-
Jose Ramirez is batting like 205.
if you're gonna put the Cardinals in C, I think you have to put the Indians in C.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Especially for a team that was dominant the last few years. I mean,
Yeah.
they were like a forceful team. I think they can get back to it somewhat this season, but I mean, that was a team that everyone's like, all right.
I think other than I lost my train of thought. I think it's a team that has the best chance of kind of flip flopping, more easily than others in that division.
I don't see Rita dancing to no music.
She's dancing to the music in her head.
There's no way Jose on.
I was like, what's happening over here?
Kevin Durant is being helped off the court.
Is he really?
Yeah.
That's great.
And they're throwing olives at him. Oh my goodness.
Now we got Colorado.
Colorado.
I think they're
Real quick, before are we ready to do a swap?
I'm ready.
Well, I just shifted one down to Mass.
Well, did you both try it?
I didn't try that. That was the closest one.
No. You guys both have to. No.
Did you try it?
You each
Yeah.
turn.
You trade.
I gave myself a lot.
No, just wussy corner over there. Bring it back.
Well, no, it was right here. He pointed at one.
Put the Cosmo
Bring it
back.
back.
Give me whatever the other one you guys had was.
I'm putting it in my cup.
You're hungry. You're tired.
I love Kyle so much. I love this guy.
Just don't pour yourself a massive amount. Oh shit! We both switched and you didn't get anything.
Well, here.
No, put these over to Kendall.
All right.
Miss, could you send these over?
Go ahead,
Excuse me,
Souls.
drink
No,
wench.
Rebecca.
Over here.
Souls, go ahead.
I know we got Colorado.
Colorado.
They're also just like an average team this year.
It's old fashioned. I can't drink it. It's whiskey.
Just fucking try it, man.
All right.
That's the thing too. I mean, Colorado was a team that, I mean, they kind of started off somewhat hot. No,
Oh, they didn't
like-
start off hot. They started off slow, then got hot.
that's
and
right.
then
Like they had a period where they were looking strong, but it's a team that, I
lost
mean,
a lot of pieces.
lost pieces. They don't have like that star power piece anymore. You know, they had Tulowitzki all those years. It's just
Right.
They have what?
Well, it's interesting because though they had like kind of a very surprising good last year, like I would not have pegged them
Yeah.
to do as well as they did, and there was a lot of people, including myself, that thought they were going to kind of duplicate that success. But now that we kind of see what the team is for what it is, I kind of am not surprised anymore. It just kind of makes sense. Like Soul says, you lost your pieces. The pitching is not what it was last
Yeah.
year.
Well, the pitching's the same. Just
But they were winning
they
last year,
play in Colorado.
and you give up home runs there.
I think they're a C team.
yeah. I mean, I think that's fair. They're a team that, like to me, they're a team that's just a team that exists. Like there's really no reason to watch them.
Whoa!
There isn't.
Yeah, there is.
That's a fun team.
They have Nolan Arenado. That's enough reason to watch him.
And also, Coors Field. That's it.
High altitude.
I don't know. Like
My father-in-law might actually be at the game tonight. Is there a game tonight?
What
I
you
don't
guys?
know.
What's your opinions?
Your father-in-law's gonna be at a Rockies game tonight?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he's out in Denver
Why?
for work.
It's not your father-in-law. You guys aren't married.
That's true. Might as well be.
I give him a C.
F. Stupid colors, dumb uniform.
Oh.
Honestly.
Aww.
Nah, you can see. They're run of the mill.
That's why I mean, like they're just like a team that's there.
I really like this system. I
Detroit.
gotta just put people.
Orioles really shouldn't even be up there. That still makes me mad.
Hey, they gotta go somewhere.
I give Detroit also a C.
That's a team that's kind of just lost.
Well, they're better than what I expected.
Which is what?
Terrible. Because
But they are terrible.
not as bad as you thought. Because you could look at the roster and name like 2 guys in the routine.
The routine?
It's another team that their star is faded. I mean, is Carrera done this year?
No, he has a lot of money left on his contract.
He'll play because the thing is, though he doesn't put up the numbers like he used to, he's still hitting.
He's been like around 300.
Yeah, I mean, guy can win the Triple Crown.
Still eating
again.
nachos.
Yeah.
Their pitching has been decent.
Nothing like dugout nachos.
But they're just an average team.
So you gave
Not-
him.
See, that's the thing. Like this,
The AL Rockies.
this needs one more category. This is missing a category between C and D. Like, there needs to be an F, so that
Yeah.
we can bump the D's to the F's, because the Tigers fit right into that what would be a D category.
Yeah.
Because they're not an average team. The Tigers are not on par with the Indians or the Cardinals,
But they're also not as bad as.
but
the
they're not as
Orioles.
bad as the Orioles and the Marlins. That's my I
Tell
guess
you what,
gripe
Put
with
the
it.
Tigers closer to the letter D.
Yeah, you can do that.
Right?
I think if we're going to go based off of this system, the way we've got it going so far, I think the Tigers have to be a D team.
I agree.
I'd put them in there.
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome to the squad.
Then we got the Royals.
D. If the Tigers are a D, they're a D.
I think their lineup is really good.
They're just not.
They're
pitching's
23
really
and a
bad.
half games out of first.
Yeah, they're not playing well at all.
They just have
They're
nothing.
23 and a half games out of first. They have a minus 72 run differential. They're 2-8 in their last 10.
Minus 72.
Oh, that's not even the worst in the division.
You know-
Tigers are 109. Baltimore's 124.
I mean,
Oh my
what a
God.
fall off. You know, that team
And
was
then on the
dominant.
flip side of it, the Dodgers are plus 109.
But they were also dominant for a short time.
Well, you know, be that as it may, let's say they were dominant for, 3 seasons, we'll call it. I mean, that was kind of like...
I give them dominant maybe 2. I mean, where they were a dominant, they were good, but
the Royals.
yeah.
Now, the Royals were dominant the year they lost the World Series and the year they won the World Series.
That's
And that
what
was
I mean.
it.
So like the
Like, they weren't even
so-
dominant in consecutive years.
Sorry, so I'll say, you know, for 2 years.
Yeah.
But what a steep fall off. I mean, from recent memory, I mean, especially for baseball, I can't think of, you know, aside from, you know, the Mets was kind of, I'm just going to call it a fluke because they went to the World Series the year before they were projected to go. But even the year after, they went to the wild card and lost. So I can't even put the Mets in that same category as the Royals. I think the Royals were a better team just in
Well,
general.
what happened with the Royals was they lost everybody after they won. They had the Jose Fernandez.
They Florida Marlined it without trading.
No, like they had a Jose Fernandez incident with Yordano Ventura.
Right.
They're eighth of the staff. They can't get any pitching there because nobody wants to really play there. You have to trade for them. They can't pay anybody. So it's like they're stuck. They have to rebuild their team like they did several years ago. So, like, they were bad for a while, and then they got good just like that, and now they have to get rid of everybody.
So we got to put them in D.
Yeah.
It's just there's no other way around it.
Tell you what though, the Royals in my road to the show are pretty good.
How are you still on that?
I've been demanding trades anytime.
Milwaukee. I give them a B.
I give them a B only because of their pitching. If they had competent pitching, they would be an A team.
I think they are an A team.
Yeah, are they not the leader?
They're tied with the Cubs for first. They have a better record over the past 10 games with the Cubs.
But that's right. Like,
They're heating up.
you're right. You're
Power
right.
rankings.
No, I know.
They're
but,
getting better.
But I would put the Cubs up just because to me the Cubs are a more complete team.
But
Right now, even right now, I understand the point you're making. I would just put the Cubs in that A and the Brewers.
they can
in
both
B.
be the A. They're tied in divisions. We have
Yeah.
the Rays and the Yankees together.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is Yelich and someone else on the team both are at 20 home runs, or am I making that up?
Yeah,
I
Stan
don't
Ross.
know, but you're making it up.
Yelich
And
has 20
Ross.
home runs.
David Ross.
No, Stan Ross.
Cody.
Believe it or not, at Kyle's softball game this past Thursday, David Ross was there, and so were you. You guys had a child, and it looked like you, but bald, and a beard. It was incredible. So
You know, I don't like that you said Kyle's softball game.
You weren't there.
I know, but I still didn't like that.
I would have said your guys if you were there, but then you would have seen your son.
That's why he wasn't there.
Come on,
I think they're a
pay.
B team.
Hey.
Then fine, put him in B. What do I know?
No, it's
Put him in B.
it's a vote.
All right, so I have them in A.
I think they're a B team.
I think they're an A team.
I think they're a B.
B.
All right.
Yeah.
That side of the table's got to be right, and not drink
Have
anything.
to be right.
Dude, I want you guys to have a kid. They look
Angels.
like Henry.
Angels will forever be a C team. They might have the best player in baseball.
But that's it.
Yeah.
No, I have that other kid, Otani.
You talking Pujols?
They used to have Howie Kendrick.
No, they do not. He's a national.
I said they used to have Howie Kendrick.
I thought you said they still have Alec.
They used to have Howie Kendrick. Just want to say it 3
Nice
times.
Burger King commercial. You guys doing a lot of these 4, 5, 6 deals right now?
Unfortunately.
I'm fine with them being a C team.
Kendall, $6
They're not-
you can get a double Whopper meal.
What do I have to do?
$6 you get a double Whopper meal. You go to a Burger King and you give them $6 and Kyle, what's the change? Kyle, what's the change on a double Whopper meal? 6 and what? 6 change.
638.
All right. You go to $6.38, you get a double Whopper meal.
Perfect. I can do it right now.
If you go to the one in Wallingford for $6.38, you can get the double Whopper meal and 2 Hershey pies.
Souls, is that
Wow.
correct?
No.
It is if you go after 11 on a Wednesday.
Hard no.
But, yeah, Angels are a C team. The next team is also a C team.
Okay, so we're going to do the rest of this now?
Well, no, just how it is.
CCCCBA.
So the Oakland Athletics still playing on that terrible field.
Yeah, well, they're just one of those teams. They live and die by statistics. When they get good, they trade everybody.
And who's their general manager? Is it Butterbean? Is that his name?
Yep.
Wait, like the boxer?
I think so, right?
It's Billy Bean.
I know. I thought I was getting more laughs out of Souls, but
Butterbean was a boxer.
yeah.
Fuck, Johnny Knoxville and Jackass.
I remember that.
I wish we talked about that too before. The guy that just won the heavyweight title. He's all fat.
Yeah, it's Jokic versus all the other NBA centers. That was a meme that went around. It was very funny.
I like that.
I could agree with C on the
Yeah,
Athletics.
they're just going nowhere fast.
Oh, they'll make the playoffs and lose.
Adam Dunn.
Souls, why don't you tell us?
They're a B team. They're them and the Braves are basically the same team.
They're an A team.
Yeah, I gotta give them for the NL East. I gotta give them an A.
They're an A team.
You know, they're playing good ball. It's just
They're bitten by the injury bug the same way the Yankees are, the same way the Astros are.
You know, between the
You got 8 guys from your pitching staff and bullpen on your DL.
Mets, Braves, and Nationals are all, we'll call it close, but I think right now there's not much you could say.
Oh, you can thank the White Sox. The Nationals are about to be 1 game closer.
Yeah.
See, I put the Phillies in the A range. Similar to what we said for the Yankees, except I don't think the Phillies have the S potential. I just think they're a solid A squad that's playing hurt.
Right, I think that pitching is going to really come together. Not that it's playing poorly, but I think it's
Tonight they are.
it's going to just click. I think
Tonight
at
they're
some
pitching
point.
poorly.
Well, you know.
I want to know when Kyle's going to wear his Harper jersey on the show.
I'll wear it next week if you want.
Nothing underneath it, unbuttoned.
Pirates.
The old Bucks.
They're a C team.
Yeah.
They are a C team.
They have some good lineup players. I mean, wow, what the fuck did I just say?
They have
Yeah.
some great lineup players.
Holy shit! Did he
Is
give
this-
up another 2-run home run?
Is this your first time, coming to a baseball game? They have Josh Bell.
Yeah, he's been killing it.
It's pretty good. He's a good guy.
Star Marte's starting to play pretty well.
You can also find him in any beverage store.
So a quick update. So on the same possession, Kawhi blocked a Klay Thompson 3, and then Kyle Lowry blocked a DeMarcus Cousins 3.
Oh my god.
So basically what I just told you was the Nate Robinson blocking Yao Ming thing.
So the thing with the Pirates, I think we're kind of seeing 2 of the trades they made in the last couple of years starting to hurt them, where they trade away Garrett Cole and trade for Chris Archer, and both moves just didn't work. So I think they're going to feel the effects from that for a while. I mean, they have some offensive guys playing well, but they got rid of what I think a top end pitcher in the league right now, and then acquired a guy.
Well, I also think them not having Ivan Nova too. I think Nova was a good part of that team. Like I think Nova's one of those people that like he may not be like an all-star pitcher anywhere else, but like he was just a solid piece of like that rotation. You see that all the time in sports. Like a guy is really good for a team.
Yeah.
Not good anywhere else. He's just good for a team.
I hated Ivan Nova because he was a guy that would look so good, but just be so bad.
You know, the Pirates were there. They were on the fringe of.
That's what I mean.
But then it's not even that they let it go. They rolled the dice and just it didn't pan out at all.
Bonehead transactions.
So C, we can't have an agreement with C.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff's not here, so D.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Don't get quiet there.
Why?
From the top,
The Seattle Mariners.
Seattle.
Mariners.
They're not good. They're not bad.
They're D.
What a disappointing team.
Well, they traded everybody.
But it's the same. I mean, a team that last year looked to be kind of on the rise.
Do you think they're as good as the Angels?
No.
Yeah.
No.
None of them. They're both not good.
Do you think they're as good as the Athletics?
Yeah. The whole division's the same team except the Astros.
Well, then give them C then. If they're as good as the Cardinals, the Indians, the Rockies, the Athletics, the A's, and the Pirates, then they should be a C team. Just, for a team sitting 18 games out of first place and then last in their division doesn't seem like a team that should be sitting with teams we're talking about that could have playoff potential in them.
Seattle is last, correct?
Yeah, by 18 games.
So
they're 5 games behind the Angels,
and for me,
8 games behind the Athletics.
And this is not how power rankings work, but for me, a team that was
They're also
on
4
the
and 6
rise,
in their last 10.
a team on the rise like last year, and kind of Pullen will call it a Colorado Rockies, but worse. For me, that's kind of doesn't get much worse. So I'd put them at the bottom.
I'd say it's interesting. We're looks like we're going to put the Mariners at least in the C range or lower. So if you look, I mean, last year the Mariners, did they make the playoffs last year?
No.
They weren't a wild card team?
No.
They were close.
That's
made
what
a push
they
to
were
the
right
end.
at there. But I mean, the Athletics were, the Rockies were. These are teams that looked like they were building towards something and then just fell apart.
Yeah. So I have them in D. So do you want to have them in C?
If we're all agreeing on D, we'll put them in D.
All right, we'll put them in D. If I can find my cursor.
It's called a mouse.
It's called both.
I believe the device is called.
No,
So the
no.
arrow. is
Then we
the
got
cursor.
San Diego.
We're gonna use the bathroom.
All right, so then we can't do this.
We can talk. I'll be back. I know what I want to say with the Padres.
Well, that's good. Say it from the bathroom.
I'll call in.
San Diego is one of the weird teams this year.
They're a team I think should be a lot better than they are. At least offensive. Their lineup is formidable. I mean, they have good talent batting.
Batting like 250.
But that's what I mean. Like, they have talent in their lineup. The pitching's spotty, but they're a team I think that should be scoring more runs than they are. And if they were a team that scored more runs, I think that you would see it. I mean, the pitching benefit from it. But for whatever reason, that team's just not clicking. Maybe it's going to take, till the All-Star break or even this year for
They
that.
have a couple guys that are just kind of done. I think Ian Kinsler is kind of done.
That guy's like 75 years old.
And they have one guy that has 17 home runs now it's 19 home runs and 31 RBIs. So every time he hits a home run, it's a solo shot.
But I mean, Machado,
They don't get on base.
Machado's
That's it.
out there not doing anything, making a ton of money. Hosmer's out there not doing much. I mean, playing decent, but making a ton of money. It's
Do you
just,
think Machado would have done anything else on any other team?
Yeah,
Uh,
I think Machado. I think Machado would be really good on the White Sox right now.
I think Machado
I
would
do.
have.
No, I really do. The White Sox are hitting.
I think
Just have bad
Machado
pitching.
would have thrived on a team that was competing. I think if there was the fire lit that we need to go out and win games, then I think he would step up and be better. But I mean, the Padres, at least right now, to me, they're not playing for anything. They're not a team that's gonna. They don't look like they're gonna make a push. they're just going to be a middle of the road team, and if you see them, like, they seem okay with that. You know, there's no fire there. I can't think of another word. There's no sense of urgency or anything. They're just, all right, we have a game today, and they should be better. So I say C.
Kendall?
Closer to D.
So for me, I had very negative things to say about San Diego to start the year. For me, they kind of exceeded expectations a little bit because I thought they were going to be really bad. But you know, they've had a lot of good things that they've hit, but pitching has kind of been no go. What are we saying? Facebook is no.
It keeps saying broadcast interrupted, and then it comes back. It's going on and off.
That's weird. I've noticed that on mine too. But I have the Padres as a D team.
No, they're C. They have above 500 record.
So we have more for C?
This is pretty much just becoming the C show.
It's tough because, I mean, especially in baseball, like, if you finish the season around 500, like, you had a good season. You know, it's...
But did you?
I mean, yeah.
How many teams finished between 485 and 515?
I don't know.
Guess. Just take a guess. Souls, chime in. How many teams finished between 475 and 525 record? Like the
Probably about
percentage.
half.
Right now,
So if you finish with a 500 record, you finished with half the team. So you're average. That's not a good year.
That's what I mean. Like, you had an all right year. I'm not
You had
saying
an
it was-
average year.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's all right. I mean, when you play 162 games, to win 70 to 75 of them, it's a lot different than winning 41 out of 82 or winning 8 out of 16.
I guess in my head, to me, if I compare it to something like a baseball team that goes 500 and then say like an NFL team that goes 500 are two very different things.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, if you go 500 in baseball, like,
Well,
you
not
didn't
really.
have a
No.
disappointing season. But if you go 8-8 in the NFL, most of the time you're like, oh god.
No, if you go 8-8, you had an average year in the NFL. Because it's just like in the MLB. For every 100-win team you have in the MLB, you have a 50-win team. Because you don't have that many 100-win teams. For every 15-1 team you have a team that went 1-15. Like, it doesn't. Whose phone is like going off like fucking crazy right now?
I can't. My battery's like. There's something wrong with the
Fine.
charger.
That's fine. Just put it somewhere else because I can hear it echoing. But anyway, all right, next team, Texas Rangers. Souls.
I got them in the B. Personally, they're a team with succeeding expectations. They're kind of in the hunt. They have decent amount of pitching. That surprises me. And the lineup is very good.
Plus, it was Beltray Appreciation Day.
Yeah, I think they're a B team.
I agree with that.
I put them in B,
But
but
I think they're a B team with A potential.
But to me, I think the Rangers are going to be like if we look forward and do this next year, they're going to be a team like the Athletics that they're having a hot season. I don't know if that's a team that's like built to be an A or B team for say the next 3 years, 4 years, whatever. But right now, I put them in B.
I think they're a B team swinging A versus swinging C. They've been playing well over the past 10.
Red Sox. I also have them in B.
Yeah.
They were disappointing to start, but then they kind of picked it up.
But they're still like not. But they're still only playing 500 baseball.
Yeah, but they were better than what they were, and I see them trending upward too.
Yeah, but I mean, like, they were terrible in the beginning of the season.
They were.
So to be better than terrible, it's like they went from diarrhea to solid shit. Like, they're not a 5-course meal yet. Like, they're still playing 500 baseball, so they can't. I see them as a B team. I agree with that, but I don't see them trending A. I see them sitting flatlined at B right now.
I agree.
I think that's fair. I mean, I have them in the B range.
If they don't get their shit together in the next 30 games, I'll call it, they're going to. They might not even make it to a wild card contention because the Rays are going to continuously just keep doing what they're doing, and the Yankees are going to get better when everyone starts coming back.
I do think like
They're playing on borrowed time and they're not using it well.
I think the Red Sox will be in the B with just the slightest incline towards it, only because they're a team that I think will figure it out, like you said, within say the next 30 games, and then go on a red hot streak. But for now, I think they're probably the most flat level B team we'll have in this rankings.
All none of the teams in the AL East have a winning record in their last 10. They're all flatlined where they are right now.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees have S potential if people get healthy. But
Yeah.
like right now they're a flatline A potential team.
Yeah.
The Rays are a flatline A potential team and the Red Sox are a flatline B potential team.
I agree. Let's put them at B.
Giants, D.
S.
That's the
I don't think they have a guy batting over 300 at all.
Nah, that's a team that they were like a fad for a couple years, like the every other year thing.
Right. Well, it's over. It's done.
It's over. I mean, it's a team that needs to trade off its assets and start fresh. And the sooner they realize that, the better. But
Their minor league system's also not very hot.
that's right. And until they inject some new life into that team, the Giants are going to be bad. And it is what it is. D.
Yeah.
The team just got to be blown up. It's too old.
But that's the thing. Like, I think some of the older guys on that team still have potential. It's just that it's not jiving there anymore.
Dodgers.
A.
Hey.
Yep.
Okay.
They just every
Welcome
every
back,
year.
Mass.
Every year they seem to just get it done. You know.
I heard his voice. I was like, who was that?
Mass is sweating over here like he's been waiting his whole life for this moment for the
No,
Raptors.
I'm actually very hot in here right now.
Diamondbacks.
Ugh.
They're C.
See.
They're very good offensively. Besides Greinke, they suck pitching wise.
Yeah.
Kyle basically summed it up.
Yep.
That was it.
Mets. I want to put them in D.
Kendall, come on, take the reins.
I will forever stand by, kind of as the roster as it is. It's a third place team for me. Starting pitching has not been great. It's not been bad. It's kind of like we're realizing that DeGrom and Syndergaard they're human, and that they're kind of, I guess, coming down to earth a little bit. Kind of been more average. Yet they're only 5 games out. Currently, I don't know how things are going to sit after tonight is done. For me, they've been hitting, which they hit a lot of home runs. Do they deserve to be in B? Perhaps not. But I feel like they're a lot better than the teams in the C category. So it's a tough call for me.
So you're talking upper C.
Upper C. So I mean, I look at the list of teams we put on the C, and I just feel like the Mets are better than that. So I guess for me, being a homer, I'll put them as a B.
I think they're a bunch of has-beens.
They're hitting.
They're not.
They are though.
The has-beens are. Guys like Jeff McNeil are.
Okay, well that's fine.
Okay, and your pitching not strong.
The bullpen has been kind of shaky, and
Besides DeGrom, who's been good. I put DeGrom in air quotes because he hasn't been DeGrom.
He got paid.
Well, if that's a thing, which it could be, and it's showing this year. But yeah, I think something got to be said for especially a team like the Phillies are supposed to be as good as they are. For the Mets to only be 5 games back, it's got to say something.
Well, I said they're a B team because also the Phillies are hurt everywhere.
I see the point Kendall's making in the sense that we have the Phillies right now as an A-ranked team, and the Mets are only 5 games behind them. So, I mean, the Mets are winning games. Like, it's not, they're not the Orioles. They're not the Padres. It's so I see where Kendall's kind of, it's tough to put them in C, but I don't know if they're a B team.
As of right now, San Diego is a half game better than the Mets.
Well, like I said earlier, San Diego has exceeded a lot of people's expectations, mine included. But I guess
Are the Mets better than the Angels, Kyle?
Yeah.
Are they better than the Rockies?
No.
I don't know. I disagree.
Are they better than the
They
Indians?
beat you 2-3.
Kyle, that's one series. Come on.
We'll play them again.
That's one series.
Plus, the Rockies always beat the Mets.
Right. It's the.
Are they better than the Indians? No.
I think they are. At this stage in the game, I think they are.
I'm talking right now. Not roster what like the way the teams are playing right now today.
I still say no.
Are they better than the Athletics?
Yes.
So that's what so we just named 5 teams on there and 3 of them you said they're better than.
Okay, I didn't put them in B.
But that's
So the nice part about this
but
segment
that's
is
the
that we
point
can
we're
do
trying
it
to
again.
make. But that's the point we're trying to make is that like they
But
may
they're not
not
better
be a
than the
B
Cardinals.
team. They may not be a B team, but they're better than a lot of C teams, so that they're kind of hard to place. That's the point Kendall's
But
trying to make.
If we do this in a week's time, and let's say that
Well, they'll all be hurt. It's June.
the Cardinals, win out in the week, and the Mets, only win a game, then I'll move them down to C. But I think at this stage of the game, as of tonight, this June 10th, 2019, I think the Mets are a B squad.
What do you
Riddler?
guys think?
Put them in B.
Did we make it through the circuit? Everyone have a.
No, we gotta rotate.
He needs
this way
this.
now.
He needs this.
No, this way now.
Yeah. Pass to your right.
Rebecca? Okay. There you go. They're right here.
Yeah, that's good. If you turn and look,
All right, now we got the White Sox.
C.
Yeah, I think they're a C team.
They're a C team.
They're better than what
Their
everyone
pitching. Their
thought.
pitching is spotty. Their offense is spotty. They're average. They're playing about 500 baseball. They win 2 games, lose a game, win a game, lose 2 games. Like they're just all around average. They're trending in the right direction for like a team for the future, but right now they're just playing average baseball.
see, I agree. I think they're a C team trending up
Yeah,
towards B.
Riddler hit it right on that. That's the best
They
consensus.
they have some young talent that can explode, and really like
It already is exploding.
No, but I mean even more so. I mean, I think they have guys on that team that can take over this league.
They need to figure. They need a bullpen.
Yeah,
And they need to plug it in pieces. They need to bring up more youth that they've got. They've got a lot of pieces in the farm system, but they're playing average. They're C.
Exciting team though.
Minnesota.
they're an A team.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead, put the White Sox in A. We're talking about the White Sox. He
Minnesota.
keeps shooting out rankings without saying the team. They're an A.
No, I said Minnesota.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Prove it.
Play it back.
This is like a parade.
Minnesota, 10+ games up. I think they had the best record in baseball for a little bit. I don't know if they still do.
They don't. But maybe in the AL, it's between them and the Astros, maybe. But
No, the Astros have the best record in baseball. Or
Oh,
no,
okay.
technically the Dodgers do.
so
The Astros.
so the Twins maybe will have a couple
It's
less.
43 for the Twins,
43.
45 for the Astros.
Okay. I mean, the Twins are so tough because like they weren't great last year. They were all right. I know the year before they made the playoffs, but I don't know. Like it's another team I think that's just playing real hot. And I mean, if they can ride it, that's cool. Right now they're an A team. They're playing great baseball at the moment. But I don't know if they're a team that can hang on for the entirety of the season. Mass?
I think they're A trending B. I think when it's all said and done, I think the Indians will win the division. They're already starting to tank out. They went 6-4 in their last 10. The 10 before that, they went 6-4. Like they're starting to lose more games. They're just it's catching up to them. It's like what the White Sox and the Cubs did like 2 years ago. Remember, like both teams started out fucking wicked hot, and everyone was like, "Oh my God, Chicago World Series!" And then the White Sox were like, "Oh yeah, this is who we are." The Twins are just going to be
Gotcha.
like, "This is who we are." So A, Kendall.
So,
Ole!
And we got the Cubs.
A.
whoops.
I think they're an A team right now, too.
Um,
Good all around. Good pitching. Good hitting.
so
Have Joe Madden.
Yes, yes. So the Cubs are tied with the Brewers right now, right? I mean, I feel like we got to put them in B just because of all the stuff we said about the Brewers. I mean, it's a different. The pros for the Cubs are different for the pros of the Brewers, but yet using the argument we used for the Yankees Rays, I feel like we got to put them at B.
I mean,
It's fair.
yeah.
I mean, unless you guys disagree, I mean, I won't be offended.
I think they're trending A.
I guess I would put them closer to A than just because I think the Cubs are a more complete team. But yeah, I mean they're tied, so I would put them in B.
They have pretty much the same record as the Brewers and pretty much the same record as the Braves. Like they're the better of those three teams,
Yeah.
but they're playing the same baseball.
Right.
So it doesn't matter. I mean,
B.
doesn't matter how good your team is; it's how well they're performing.
Yeah.
We said B, Kendall.
What if I told you that after a couple of on the rocks, feeling pretty good?
Washington.
C.
They're C. They're
C team. They're trending. They're the team trending the most upward in their division right now.
they're getting healthy.
They're getting healthy. They're winning games. Their pitching is still playing well.
back
They're
to
doing well.
back to back
Reds.
to back.
Uh,
Jerseys alone, S.
Big shout out to the greatest jerseys in baseball.
Do
with
they have
that-
Voit?
Luke Voigt? No, he's a Yankee.
No, not Luke Voit.
Votto?
Votto. They have Votto, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Votto, yeah.
D.
That's fair. I don't much care for Votto. Back in the day, I kind of liked him. Not anymore.
Tell you what, he's got a Funko Pop worth a lot of money.
Does he really?
But why?
How much is
They
his
gave it
Funko
away.
worth?
They gave it away only
So
at
what
the game.
happened was,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
that's why.
it was like a gold edition of them. It's worth like $400.
Yeah, they gave them away to the first 1,000 customers or the first 1,000 people at the gate.
Tell you what, there's a Ken Griffey one, same thing. It's like $1,800.
Yeah, that doesn't shock
So
me.
buy it.
I would have flown to Seattle if I knew it was happening.
So you would have flown to Seattle, bought a ticket to a game, not gone to the game because you probably would have just went home after because you didn't care about the team.
I would have watched the game.
So you would have spent like $1,000 for it, but you won't spend $1,800. You cheap skate.
Well, I could have spent $1,000 and then made $800.
No.
You wouldn't have sold that Ken Griffey bobblehead.
No.
Yes, he would have. He's a pop whore. He's got his own eBay page.
Reds have a good bullpen.
What?
about
So
it.
Red, I thought you said Rays. I was like, God, we talked about them an hour ago.
I think the Reds are a team that's trending upwards.
I mean, looking at our list right here, I'm kind of very satisfied with the way it kind of turned out. To
The
me,
only
it
thing-
makes a
the
lot
only
of
thing
sense.
I would change is I would move the Rockies to B.
Does anyone want to?
Can you tell me why?
The Rockies are playing very similar baseball to the Braves, the Brewers, and the Cubs. They're and the Mets. They're kind of like all like in the same area of like their last 10. How they've been playing over the past 20 games in terms of offense produced versus with pitching. Like the Rockies are not as complete of a team as the Cubs, but again, it's a power
Yeah.
ranking. It's how they're doing now.
Oh, you can move them up.
Congrats, Colorado.
Also, didn't like how many teams were in C. It's phonetically not my thing.
You know, we could put the Mets in D.
No, shift them down.
Can we swap the Astros and the Reds?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Jerseys alone.
Yeah, put
All right. So there you go.
a very satisfactory list. Hope you
Top
enjoyed
tier
it.
team is the Houston Astros, followed by the Yankees, Rays, Phillies, Dodgers, and Twins in the A's. Or in the A spot, sorry. The A's are in C. Satisfied, gentlemen?
I see what
Yeah.
I see what happened there.
Yeah. So, someone take a picture of this so we can post it. Mock.
All right.
Or screenshot it. Whatever. Kendall doesn't know how to do that.
F something, right?
Rita, you mind taking a
Do
photo
you
of
see the
that
button
screen?
that says print screen?
You got a good angle of it.
Print screen.
It's on your keyboard.
I do.
You should hit that.
And well, to what printer will I send it to?
It will not. It will screen cap the screen.
I also have a System RQ.
If you hit Control P without a printer being set up,
Basically, that starts a fire in like a barn, right?
All right, so we're going to go to break. We'll be back real soon. I have no fucking clue what we're doing in the third hour, so we'll keep you posted. But,
Something probably do with the wheel, right?
nah, we don't have anything to set up for it. We'll be back in a hot second.
And now, back to getting sports with Drunk on the PPRN Radio Network.
Welcome back to Getting Sports with Drunk. I'm your host. You know, somebody else can do the intro once in a while. Everybody likes to laugh at Paul.
You're the host.
We're fucking here. Get over it. All right? We're here.
Hi, people.
I don't know
Hello.
what we're doing. Take it away, Red Baron.
Figured we'd do a Sporkle quiz, which is hilarious because
Flashback to the library days.
yeah, that's right. For those who don't know, the Riddler was nice enough to get me involved. It got me a job, so I should say, with our school's library, and I was adequate.
No, he was a good library worker. Rebecca was very jealous that he got a job at a library.
But
Well,
she
she-
wanted to bang you more. She nodded her head yes.
I guess so. That
She
might be
wanted-
the case.
So hey, good looking out, Paul.
She wanted to bank Greg.
So
Talking Houston.
No,
nah,
we're talking about a barrel-chested 80-year-old.
this guy is the man, though. Just for the listeners and viewers, I
Colin
ended
Hopkins?
up with all of the.
On the rocks.
I
On the
can't wait
rocks.
for the ride home. It's gonna be great.
Hope you like ambrosia.
That's usually the ride home.
These are very good. I'm very excited for the review. So, want to do a Sporkle quiz, something we used to do with the library when Paul and I worked together. So we have here, can you name the top NFL
I
running
used-
backs?
I used to do the 151 original Pokemon, like, all the time.
Yeah,
This is
Because the spelling is so hard.
I got pretty good at it though.
Yeah.
this is
Kendall-
how I learned the NFL a lot.
Kendall and I actually spent a lot of time doing, trying to get 100% on all the towns in Connecticut.
And we got really close a bunch of times.
Yeah, we got like 85%.
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's 169 towns. I think we made it to like 100 and I don't know
40,
yeah,
45.
and like really quick too. So
Yeah,
the,
you only get 1 minute.
the hilarious part.
Wow.
Yeah, I typed 145 towns in a minute.
That's impressive.
It's not true.
That's 2 minutes.
The funny part about all this is I'm a pretty poor typer. So like, though we may have the answer, I may be the downfall of this. So we have here. Can you name the top NFL running backs per team? So we have, all the teams are listed 32. With looks like their top yards.
So how do we want to do it? Just kind of go around the horn because we can't just start yelling names.
Yeah,
Well,
we can.
We'll go down if you yell a player. What team would be for?
All right, so Kendall, you'll announce the team in the yards. No. What?
How would that work?
Kendall, you announce the team in the yards. We'll start with Kyle.
But yeah,
Kyle will take a guess. If he gets it wrong, it goes to Mock. Once you get 5 wrong, you have to do a shot.
I like
I
it.
had to sit here
If
though.
you get 5 wrong, you have to do a shot. That way, nobody
I'm
hopefully
gonna
has
get
to
him
do
wrong on
shots.
purpose.
it's gonna be funnier if Kendall does it.
I think it would be fine. All right, so we're gonna play the quiz.
Thank you though.
And,
All right.
we're gonna begin with the Arizona Cardinals
David Johnson.
with 7,999 yards.
We're doing. Is this all time?
All
All
time.
right, so there's one wrong. Go to Mock.
Emmett Smith.
Type it in.
Type in David Johnson.
You know, I think the way it works is if. So I didn't realize that. So it's gonna
Yeah.
if you type in a last name, it's gonna jump in. All right. So we knew the Cowboys would have been Emmitt Smith.
Yes.
So, all right.
I'm
Cal,
sorry.
Cal, just say a team and a running back.
No, it's fine. Just go.
Just say a team and then a running back.
Pause it while we talk, Kendall. That way you don't run
No,
out of time.
No, I'm just trying to
No.
think.
Will that work?
Chargers with Danian Tomlinson.
Okay.
And then you just type in Tomlinson, and then just type it, and then someone else picks a team. You spelled Tomlinson wrong.
Of course I did.
This
the
is-
internet is really slow today too. It's not just me.
It is. It is just you.
Wow. I guess I don't know how to spell Daniel Tomlinson. Can someone help me?
Tomlinson.
It's not Tomlinson.
Tom Lynn's son.
B.
Peyton. Walter Peyton. Chicago Bears. Matt?
Patron.
Patron. How did
Oh
I
my
get
God.
skipped?
Steelers is Jerome Bettis. I just skipped you, Mass. I'm sorry.
Can't even spell Bettis.
I guess not.
So we might need to X-nay this and come back to it another time.
Giants
when
is
we've
Tiki Barber.
worked out the kinks.
You're right.
Jackson? Rams? Would he be the all-time leading rusher?
No. How about the guy that owns the rushing records?
Yeah, Marshall Falk.
No.
Eric Dickerson.
Dickerson. Oh yeah, I was
You
thinking.
both suck.
Line Barry Sanders.
I didn't
What
think
was-
Dickerson played that long for the Rams.
It might be
though.
the Falk. It might be Falk or Jackson, but Just the fact that neither of you guessed Dickerson.
Well, I went by the amount of yards because that's what it's asking for.
That's
Jackson.
what I was thinking. Falk had more yards than Dickerson too.
We're gonna run out of time. Kendall can't do this.
Yeah.
Reader
pretty
really should have been
pretty
typing.
bad at this. Barry Sanders, though.
All right, Texans has got to be.
Did we actually put in Steven
Foster,
Jackson?
right?
Yeah, there's a plus sign there. I get the feeling that this is kind of like an old quiz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Browns is Jim Brown.
Did we actually put in Steven Jackson?
Steven Jackson.
Is the Falcons Michael Turner?
We could try.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Hold on. Nope.
I tell you, I'm loving doing this, but imagine listening to it.
It's bad. It is not good.
The Bills is O.J. Simpson.
That it is. It is not.
Wow. Oh, would it
Chiefs
be
is Priest Holmes.
It could be Priest Holmes. It's good.
No. Is that Priest Holmes? Oh,
Is it
Larry
Jamal?
Johnson.
Or could it be Jamal Charles?
I don't think so.
I don't think he played long enough.
Thurman?
Here it is.
Munson? Yeah.
Mass is googling how to get stronger.
Thurman
how
Thomas
to
for the
get
Bills?
motivated.
Could it be Jamal Charles?
Let's take a look.
Kareem Hunt?
Charles. Yeah, it is Jamal Charles. I would have never guessed that.
Jones Drew
Yeah.
for the Jaguars.
Edgar and James?
You say Edgren?
It's not. It's Fred Taylor.
It is Fred Taylor.
Edgren James.
What did I say?
Edgren.
Frank Gore?
Type in James.
Nah, it's Frank Gore.
Type in James.
Would the Jets be Curtis Martin?
Could
that
be
was
for the
the
Patriots, too.
Bengals is Corey Dillon, right?
Oh, Reggie Bush.
Who
Reggie
would
Bush.
be the Packers?
It's Reggie Bush.
Eddie Lacy. That breakout year for Kendall in fantasy.
He sure
Who's the
did.
Ravens?
Ravens is
Mike, he rushed for
Jamal
2,000 yards.
Jamal Lewis.
Yes.
Oh, I forgot about Jamal Lewis.
Saints would probably do. No, that's Eagles.
Saints,
McAllister.
McAllister. I'll never be able to spell that correctly.
MC.
ALLISTER.
I think there might be 3 C's.
I think McAllister.
It's MCC ALLASTER.
Probably not him. The
McAllister.
Dolphin, Larry Sanka.
Zonka?
Could the Seahawks be Lynch?
Yeah.
No, it's not Lynch. It's,
Oh,
wait a minute.
It's
He,
fucking shit.
Oh,
37.
Sanders.
Mark
Mark
30
Sanders.
Who'd you?
Oh, yeah.
Titan-
You said
Titans.
Steve
Titans
Largent.
is Eddie George.
Matt's is saying Steve Largent.
Titans is Eddie George.
Yes, thank you,
Oh,
Carl.
I couldn't think of that damn name.
Redskins is Riggins. Higgins.
John Riggins, yes.
Could the Saints be Mark Ingram?
No, it could be.
Played a long time. No.
Nope.
Brian Westbrook.
Eagles?
Yep.
It's Danny Westbrook.
No.
No, it's not Westbrook.
Is it Deuce Staley? Probably not.
Oh, we're running out of time.
This was a terrible idea that we did. I'm glad we did it.
I'm liking it, but just imagine listening to it.
You can't.
Looks like listening to the other 2 hours of our show.
Who we have left? Packers.
Packers,
Who's the Broncos? Terrell Davis?
Panthers.
Type in Green. It's not him, but
Type in
in.
Davis.
Oh, I'm on green for the Packers. Terrell Davis should have known that.
Hall of Fame, Terrell Davis.
Panthers.
Is Allstott the Buccaneers?
Panthers.
Alistat.
Is it
We're out of time here, folks.
Foster?
No, the Panthers.
All right,
The
so what do we
Panthers
got?
was
Franco Harris, Kendall. How did we not get the Steelers ones, you 2 assholes?
God, you dick. It's Jerome Bettis.
No, it's not.
No, but I think it is. This could be an old quiz. Because I'm
How
on.
old?
Well, here's the deal. So, we're
If
looking
you
at.
look at the top. It should tell you when the quiz was put in.
But I mean, you think it's older than Jerome Bettis playing?
Well, first of all, I thought he got it with Jerome Bettis, but he didn't say anything.
Well, Jerome Bettis is was the 5th time all leading rusher. So he had to be above.
Yeah.
So
I'm not saying you're
he's
wrong.
number he's number 6 now. So either that's wrong or
well, hold on though, but he played with the Rams. His all-time rushing yards wouldn't contribute to the Steelers' rushing record.
I guess
I don't know
right.
I don't know what his record is. Like how many?
Franco Harris is the all-time leading rusher.
Hey, we read Deuce McAllister. I just couldn't spell it.
Oh, D'Angelo Williams.
Franco Harris ran for 11,090.
That's the thing, though. That's why this quiz is. I don't think this quiz is right. I'm pretty sure the Panthers' all-time leading rusher is Jimmy Clausen.
He's right.
He's right.
What else you got, Kendall?
No more spoker quizzes.
No, I like this.
Well,
Listen,
it's
they
tough
can
'cause
deal with the radio today,
I'm a
all right?
disaster. Well,
We got a good show next week.
the video is no longer existent.
Yeah,
to my
I
knowledge.
turned it off. It stopped working. It was getting choppy.
The internet. I think the computer needs an update. But we're
So the
still.
problem is that like I could do it on my iPad to type faster, but the iPad like it gets hard because you can't see the screen. Like the keyboard takes up half the screen.
I like watching Kendall struggle, though.
That's true.
It is the folly of man, if you will. Well, do you guys have another category?
You do one for each sport.
So
It's going to get ugly.
Regarding what?
Just type in NBA quiz.
Yeah. Then we can do baseball, then we can do hockey.
No, we don't have to do either
We
hockey or
we have
baseball.
to. It's
No,
part
we're
of
not doing a hockey quiz.
We have to.
No, because it's just going to come into it's just going to become a Paul doesn't know this much
No, it's
because
not true.
nobody else is going to
Paul
contribute.
doesn't know this, but it's going to be a real blow to the ego.
All right, NBA teams.
No.
It would be funny though because I could not type as fast as we.
Well, oh man, it's too bad you guys already did it before. They have the NBA champions one.
Nah, NBA players by face. It might be really easy, but it might be really fucking hard. So let's do NBA players by face.
Could be real funny.
It has a check next to it.
I hope they're all Dennis Rodman, just different faces.
Spurs, Dennis Rodman. Pistons, Dennis Rodman. Mavericks, Dennis Rodman. Remember that, Dennis Rodman, Kyle?
Oh, I see Lebron.
Oh, God.
Oh,
I
this is
see
hard.
Dwayne.
You know the nice part is, we can just assume the best players are going to be on this list,
Yeah.
so we can just start.
All right, go ahead.
Well, I see Wilt.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's number
Chamberlain.
one.
Oh,
Oh,
the
that's
picture. Chamberlain.
Oh, you gotta click. Oh, that's hilarious.
Hey, Wilt Chamberlain. I don't know if
Oh,
it's
so you got a full name?
Might be. No. You just spelled Chamberlain wrong.
How do you spell it?
Chamberland. Larry Bird.
Larry Bird, yeah.
Larry.
Next one's Michael.
Oh, I think that's Jim Jordan.
Dennis Rodman.
Gentlemen.
Can't see
Oh, there
from
he
this
is.
far. Next one's Steve Nash.
That's
Wait
Ron
for it
Baker.
to come up.
Sorry.
Magic.
We'll go back and forth. Magic Johnson.
Garnett. Oh, what?
Stockton.
Bill.
This is terrible radio.
Barkley.
Because they can't see this. Like, usually we have the camera.
Is it Dr. J?
No.
No,
No,
it's
it's Kareem
Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar.
I know.
Yeah, he didn't know.
I didn't.
You didn't know.
Maybe I just do Jabbar.
A
A-B.
That's how you spell it, right? With 5 R's at the end?
Burr.
ABDUL.
Yeah, I know how to spell Abdul Souls. Dash? I guess no dash.
2 B's, 1 R.
With the dash.
With a dash.
Lebron.
James.
Is that Ron Baker?
Is that Delonte West?
I can't see.
Type in West.
It's not Delonte West.
I think it's Ron Baker.
I can't see from this far.
You know, he looks like a Psycho Sid. Is that who it is?
Oh, no, that's Bill Walton.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Doesn't look like him from here.
Chris Bosh.
That is not Chris Bosh.
I don't know who that is.
Let's just go Smith. Damn.
Oh, it's Drexler.
Clyde?
Rex.
Not Drexler.
Nope.
All right, go next. This is not even talking into the radio because I can't see the Drexler.
All right, can we just do another one? Because this one's, I can't see.
Okay, all right. Moving on. A lot of good ones we're going to miss, though. I see
You know what,
Carmelo's in here.
How about this? Let's get off Sporkle for now. Why don't you go back to Tier Maker and pick a bullshit tier? Then we can discuss tiers. There's actually content to talk about. Go back to Tier Maker. Just find a random sports tier thing you want to do. Not jerseys. Not throwback jerseys.
Well, that's no fun. I mean, everyone loves throwback jerseys. Oh, the internet's being slow. All right. What would you guys like to do? Anything.
Super Saiyan
Scroll
transformation.
down. There's
I'm looking at 'em.
featured NFL templates. Scroll down. Yeah, you do featured sports templates. I like that one right there. The VFB Strut Card. 2018-19 roster. Oh my God, top 50 NBA players, Kyle. Kyle, you're not contributing to this, bro.
Yeah, do that one.
Top 50 NBA players?
Yeah.
No, we're going to be here forever.
What about the QB predictions 2019?
There you go.
What's the other one? What's the one next to that?
You know, unfortunately, we'll never know. Oh my God.
If we
MVP Condo, great season, good season, average season, surprise. Disappointment, benched, won't
See,
play.
this is the problem. Is like they're showing pictures. Is it just 32 of them? If it's just 32, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of just go ahead, Baker Mayfield up there, right on top.
Oh, I disagree. Because this guy right here. I was thinking great season for Alex Smith, or even better.
Why is he on there?
We'll move him. Well, he's projected to play.
Is he really?
Well, maybe.
For who?
The
Cubs.
hospital.
Yeah, the Redskins. If things work out good.
All
If things
inpatient
work
team.
out good, they'd have Haskins.
But they still have Alex Smith. All right, so, Kyle, we have Jameis Winston. What do you think?
I think he'd be subpar.
So, disappointment?
So average season.
Yeah.
All these named categories, Kyle picks something that's not on there.
Average season.
Average season.
Who's their backup?
Who's?
Bucks.
I don't know.
RG3?
No.
He re-signed with the Ravens.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Ryan Griffin?
Robert Griffin.
RG3, Kyle?
Robert Griffin?
Someone look up the Bucks quarterback. Backup quarterback. Look it up. Someone look it up. Hello?
I think Mass is on.
No, he's not. He's too busy looking at nudes of Mia Khalifa. He's not looking at videos, just nudes.
He's a classic man.
He's Googling fake nudes of a person who's regularly nude. Come on, Math.
Blaine Gabbert.
Ooh. All right, Jameis Winston's going in the bench category.
Blaine Gabbert's going to take over the spot?
Jameis
Nah,
Winston.
I would say,
I think with Bruce, he'll be average.
yeah, average season. Average season.
All right. Next we have, it looks like number 9 there, Nick Foles.
Disappointment.
For the Jaguars.
Yep.
I tend to agree, disappointment. I don't think we're going to see the...
The
Nick
only
Foles
reason I say
get-
disappointment is because even if he has an average season, that's a disappointment for
What they're paying him?
what he's
Oh.
done in the past as the backup. Souls, you can feel free to chime in.
No, I agree with you guys.
No, okay.
Next we have Mr. Eli Manning.
Good season.
Good season?
Yeah, good season.
I'm going to say average season.
Mock.
So,
Disappointment.
disagree there.
He's not going to have a disappointment season. Basically, it's either going to be good
I
season.
think he'll have a good
It's
season.
either going to be good season, average season, or benched. Like, I can't say surprise season because, like, even if he has a good season, it's not really like a surprise that he can have a good season.
Mr. Andy Dalton.
Benched.
I'm going to say disappointment.
Who did they
'cause
draft?
Forgot his name. From South Carolina, though. North Carolina State.
Oh.
So wait a minute.
He's
His
from
name-
South Carolina, North Carolina State.
So his name is North Carolina State, and he went to South Carolina?
No.
That's pretty cool,
Did
actually.
they grab? They didn't get Greer, did they?
No, he went to the Panthers.
Oh yeah.
I think unless Dalton is lost at sea, he's playing the whole year.
They took Drew Lock, didn't they?
No.
No, Drew Lock went to the Broncos.
They took...
What's the kid out of Mizzou?
No.
What?
They took the kid from North Carolina State. Starts with an L. I just don't remember the name. It's like Lindley or something.
Lionel Richie?
Wait.
Oh, Ryan Finley.
There we go.
Yeah. So I would say,
I think he gets benched.
nah.
No.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't think. I don't. Like, I don't count. Like, if he gets benched for him like week 16, I don't count that as being benched.
No, I think he's benched by like week 10.
Nah, I don't think this kid's gonna. I don't think anybody views him as being ready to go now.
No, won't play.
All right, next
Andrew Luck.
MVP.
MVP?
Yep.
I like that. You can take Alex Smith down and put him in one
Yeah,
play.
No, we're going to keep him there until it's time. He'll be the last guy we talk about. All right, Mr. Josh Allen. From the Buffalo
Surprise.
Bills.
Surprise.
Surprise. Welcome to Surprise.
Well, Kyle, I'm not disagreeing with you, but in what sense do you think he'll be a surprise?
He's gonna have a good year as far as quarterback goes. He's gonna throw the ball well.
So, okay, that's what I figured. I agree with that.
Next,
Mr. Drew Brees.
The one below MVP.
so good season.
Yeah.
Well, Is that good season?
Well, let's find out.
I don't know if there was like a great.
Great season.
Oh yeah, great season. Yeah, put him in great season. You could also put him in won't play.
Benched.
All right. I'm going to be honest, it looks like we have number 7 here. He looks like he played for possibly West Virginia.
That's Will Greer.
Yeah, that is. Who drafted Will Greer?
The
Carolina?
Panthers. You could put
Won't
him on
play.
the won't play.
Yeah, won't play.
Thank God I could tell what college that was. That'd be embarrassing for
Tom
a sports
Brady.
show.
No, it's Philip
That's
Rivers.
Philip Rivers.
Philip Rivers, you can put in great season.
Great season.
Won't play, right, Souls?
Great season.
Great season.
I think so.
You give me a shot for that.
I tend to think great season to good season. Anybody?
I say great season.
I say great.
Yep.
Great. Carson Wentz
Good season.
just signed a big deal there.
I think it's a good season.
I
Benched.
see he's an average season.
Disappointment.
All right, so we have
No,
benched.
you know what? Won't play. Something's going to happen in preseason.
I really do. I think he's going to have an off year.
I would say...
And I don't mean off year in the sense that he'll be a bottom 5 quarterback, but I don't think he'll be near that MVP caliber that he was before he got hurt.
I say
badly
good season.
twice.
Good season. Not a great season, a good season.
Mass, any thoughts? Carson Wentz. I know
I
you're
think-
engrossed, but
No, I'm torn by this because a lot of people are upset by the injuries. I know Mock doesn't think he's going to be anything special.
Well, I think he can be, but I think he's gotten 2 serious injuries in back-to-back seasons.
I think he'll be in a great season.
I say good season.
I
think
also say good season.
I think he'll come back and have a great season.
I'm still not confident in the weapons that Philadelphia has in terms of receiving.
Mr. Deshaun Watson.
Great
Good
season.
season.
I had a good and a great. Is that what I heard?
Good
Yeah.
season.
I
The
say
offensive
great.
line's still not where it needs to be, and they still don't have a great run game.
Mock?
Good.
Good.
So what do we have? We have two goods.
Three good.
Everybody
Three
said good
goods?
but me.
All right.
What's the white block? Who is that? Can we put that in MVP candidate?
This
Can
guy
you
right
drag
here?
that?
No.
You know, that was Alex Smith.
Oh, all right.
That's why.
Gotcha.
Mitch Trubisky.
Average season.
Good season.
Average season. He's not going to...
I think good season.
Good. Average season. What's a good season? Give me the stats for a good season.
4,000 yards.
He's not throwing 4,000 yards. Mitch Trubisky is going to be he's going to be 22 to 24 touchdowns, and he's going to throw 3,300 yards, and he's going to have like 10 picks. That's the kind of quarterback he is. He's going to make he's going to have an impact in ways of like moving the chains with his feet and stuff like that, and ball distribution. But he's not going to statistically have like an amazing year.
See, I think the passing numbers that you just gave are there, but I think we'll see him have more rushing yards and rushing touch. That's why I think he's going to have a good season. I think he's going to keep trending upwards.
I say average. I say average season. Mass?
I say great season.
I say good season.
I also say good season.
Your guys are all suck. You all suck.
I think he showed a lot of promise, and I think he'll...
You know, for as much as you shit on me for hating my team.
Mr. Carr. of
There
the
needs to be a
Oakland Raiders.
category for it's not his fault.
Derek Carr,
Good
disappointment.
season.
See, that's the thing though. It's like it's not gonna be a disappointment because it's not gonna be his fault. It's not his fault.
Good season.
Who? Wait. Why do you think? No. Why do you think he'll be a disappointment?
I think with all the new weapons he gets, I don't think they're going to be any good. I think he's still going to make a lot of bonehead plays. He's going to throw a lot of picks.
I think he'll have an average season.
I think he'll still rush to throw.
I think I agree, Souls, with what you're saying.
But this was a guy. I mean, just 2 years ago was an MVP candidate till he got hurt,
Here's
and then
a
his
guy.
team got dismantled.
Right, and now they give him pieces, and I don't believe that they'll be as good as people think they are.
Well, I mean, they gave him some pieces, but like realistically, like what did they really give him? Like, who's the running back that they got?
They just drafted Josh Adams.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Jacob
so an unproven person.
Yeah,
good, but unproven. Who's their number 2 receiver?
Seth Rogers.
Oh, God, is it really?
I think it is.
Average season.
I would put him in average.
Here's the deal: even if
Trending towards
Antonio Brown has a career year,
That's one guy.
Their
Those
second
numbers
receiver
don't
is Tyrell Williams.
Oh, that's right. They signed him. I forgot about that.
but even if Antonio Brown has a career year, that's still not. That's not even going to be half of the numbers to be
Yeah.
a good season. I say average season. Because he's a pick thrower, too. He does. He throws picks, and he rushes to throw. He doesn't do well under pressure. That's not going to change of the weapons he has. It doesn't matter if Antonio Brown can create separation and get open right away. If the defense closes in on him quick, he's going to rush to throw the ball.
I say average.
Average season.
The next gentleman on the list, we have Mr. Patrick Mahomes.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
Average.
I was going to say
Actually,
good,
no,
but
not disappointment. I lied to you. Good season. Good season.
I say good season, but I think I could see why you would say disappointment.
It's not going to be disappointment because nothing's going to happen with Tyreek Hill.
You don't think so?
No, the case got thrown out.
That doesn't mean the NFL.
But then
won't
it
do
got
anything.
reopened.
No, they just said that there's nothing going on with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't say. I remember it got thrown out and then it was reopened again. I haven't seen anything in a while. I kind of stopped following it.
I'm going to say average season because
No, he's gonna have at least a good season because he's got Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. He just doesn't have a solid running game.
So what do we got? I'm average. Paul says
say
good.
I
Mark
said
says
average.
good.
I say
Average, I
good.
think, is fine.
So we have 3 good. It's
You know what? I'm gonna change mine to good because I'm thinking average in relation to his season last year.
That's what I was
Tyreek
saying.
Hill
I think
case
he would
not
say
an active
disappointment.
criminal investigation, thus resulting in possible thrown out by NFL.
so I got to be honest. I don't know who this next guy
So
is.
Tyreek Hill's not missing the season. He might miss 4 games.
What color is
Is
the
that,
jersey?
is that Haskins?
Maybe it's a yellow. It looks like it's like a practice jersey, like the quarterbacks would wear in training camp.
Is it number 7?
Number
Yeah,
7 it is.
I think it's Dwayne
It
Haskins.
is Haskins.
Donovan McNabb, Redskins.
It is McNabb.
I'm gonna say average.
I think he's going to be a disappointment.
I agree.
I don't
I
think
don't
he's
think
going
he can be a disappointment
Why?
because he's a rookie. What does he have around him? It's not like he got drafted into the Steelers 3 years
No,
ago.
I
He got
agree with
drafted
you.
into a team that has no weapons.
But he was also a guy that was drafted arguably as the best quarterback in the draft. And that's why I think disappointment. I don't think he's going to come out and be what that is. That's why I say disappointment. I understand he got drafted by a team that's not very good. But
Average. I say average.
So what do we got? We have
Because he's still going to make plays with his legs.
I say average.
good. 2 average.
Disappointment.
All right, so I got to be the tiebreaker.
Yep.
Bench,
Surprise, right? That helps our cause.
Well, you're the deal breaker, so basically what happens is whatever you pick is where it goes, even if you want to
Yeah.
put him an MVP candidate.
That's true.
With
And
Alex Smith.
it's a tough race between Luck and Smith right now. I'll say
Is
average.
Philip Rivers on there twice?
No, that's
No.
I can't see.
Stafford.
That's
Oh, is it?
Stafford, I think.
Yeah, that's Stafford.
Wait a minute. What number is Stafford?
9.
Yeah, that's not.
I don't know who that is.
That's Philip Rivers. That's his 17, isn't it?
That's close to the powder blue. But I don't know. This is like a Titans 17, but it's a college. I guess Stafford wasn't good enough to play. Not good enough for.
All right, so let's treat that next one as Stafford.
I think it is Stafford. I think you're just seeing the 9 and the 17 wrong.
Ken,
as
who
much
was
as
the
I
one
wanna-
to the left of the number to the left of Prescott?
That's Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
okay.
Yeah, did they exclude Stafford?
That's very funny if they did.
Who's that white guy over there next to Ben?
That's Cam Newton next to Ben.
That's Cam.
Yeah.
Why is his arm
They
white?
excluded Stafford, but that number 17 isn't Phillip Rivers because it's not a Chargers helmet.
The helmet is.
It might be Phil Simms.
Could be one of the rookie. I mean,
All right.
Well,
Won't
just treat
play.
it as Matt Stafford because he's not on there.
Yeah.
So that's going to be Matt Stafford.
I say surprise.
I'm all right with that.
average.
I say average.
I'm okay with surprise.
Stafford's the guy that every year we're like, he's going to be great this year, and then he's
See,
just like,
that's
oh.
the thing though. Is like I won't say surprise because if Stafford goes out and throws for 4,000 yards and 40 touchdowns, that's not a surprise to me. I know he can do that. I know Stafford can do it. Stafford has shown that he can do that. It's just a matter of what he has around him and how good his offensive line is, and the fact that they still don't have a running game. A solid one anyway. I would give him. I'll give him good season. He's a gunslinger. He'll get the yards and the touchdowns.
Anyone else?
I say average.
I also say average. Got Paul. Good. Mass.
I said surprise.
Said surprise.
In what sense?
This year he'll be blonde.
But that's just like what condones a
I think they
surprise
win more
season?
games.
But like Stafford can throw 4,000 yards. Stafford has thrown 4,000 yards.
Right.
So
Like
what-
Stafford, I don't know if he's thrown 40 touchdowns, but he's thrown in the 30s. Like, so if Stafford threw 4,200 yards and 40 touchdowns, is that really a surprise season for him, or is it just a great season for him? You guys are saying, like,
I see what you're saying.
if they win, if the Lions go out and win 12 games, the Lions were a surprise,
All
but
right.
Stafford's not a surprise. Like the surprise, if they win 12 games, the surprise would be Galladay and Johnson.
Then I say great season.
I say good season because I don't think he's gonna throw like 4,000 yards, 4 touchdowns. I think he's gonna be in the 3,000s and the 30s.
I'll say great season then if we're not going with surprise.
So
I do think that he'll go out and have a great year. Hawkinson's really going to be a help. And Galladay giving...
Still don't have a run game.
Yeah, Ebron was supposed to be a help for them too.
No.
I say good season. I think he's gonna have a good season.
All right.
So I'm confused. So I
Good
average,
season.
I say average.
Just put in good season.
good, and
2 greats, a good, and an average.
so we need a tiebreaker.
Rita?
No, that just goes to good.
Yeah, just put it in.
Okay.
Moving on.
I don't
All
understand
right.
why you're so fucking confused.
Well, it was 2-2-1.
Tell you what, if you
was
highlight,
2-1-1.
if you just hover the mouse over that picture, does it tell you who it is?
It's Kirk Cousins.
Let's find out.
No. I mean the other one, but no, it doesn't.
Kirk Cousins is gonna have a good season.
Yeah, I think so.
Even if the Vikings don't finish where they should, he statistically will have a good season.
I think he's gonna have a good season too.
He
Good
always
season.
statistically has a good season.
Kyle.
Kendall, give us some Kirk Cousins.
Good.
Ooh-wee. So I toned it back. Ricky went to sleep. So
Oh, she texted that.
yeah.
Should shut up.
No, she just say as long as you want. So I just figured we'd stay all night. Is that? Do you guys agree?
Who's the quarterback for the Broncos?
No, that's Tim Tebow. This is Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
They already got a picture of him in the Broncos jersey.
Good season.
Surprise.
Training camp.
Average.
I have him as average as well.
Surprise.
I would say good, but I think he's going to surprise us.
I think people are expecting him to have an average season, and I
No.
think he'll come out and have a better season.
Now, Mark, when you say a surprise, is it because he's going to be wearing a Broncos uniform? Is that going to be a surprise?
No, because he's going to come out wearing a Ravens uniform.
I think that Flacco was a guy, at least the last couple of years, that people kind of thought was done.
He's gone.
And I think he can go into a new team that has decent offensive weapons and make some noise there. I don't think he's going to go out and set the world on fire, but I
No,
think he
you're
can
right.
go out and throw, 3,500 yards.
You're right. I hope not, but you're right.
Because, I mean, whether
So we'll throw an average season. Average
whether
season.
we agree on him or not, I mean, Flacco is a talented quarterback when he has weapons.
He is a quarterback. You're right. Average. Number 3, I guess it's Trevor Simeon, I suppose. It doesn't appear to be a Broncos jersey, but it's orange, and you don't see a helmet or a face. Number 3.
So that's another Redskins quarterback, right?
If that's Case Keenum,
It could be
could be
Case
Case
Keenum.
Keenum.
then put him on.
Won't
Won't
play.
play.
Yeah, won't play.
Yeah,
No, I won't put. Don't put won't play. I'm going to say benched.
Yeah.
I think Case Keenum starts and gets benched. Haskins comes out. Put him in bench.
Definitely in that bottom tier.
Who's fighting in that picture?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Fighting.
Disappointment.
Yeah,
I agree.
big time.
We have Dak Prescott.
Average season.
Average.
Yeah.
Average.
He's the Chad Pennington of his time.
We have, my God, the
Josh
Jets
Allen.
quarterback.
Or not Josh Allen.
Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold.
You know what's funny? I almost said Josh McCoy. Like, that's impossible.
I think he has a good season.
Average.
I think he surprises us here.
In what sense?
So we kind of see some glimpses of good, especially, and I'm going to lean very heavily on the first season game that he played where he threw the pick and all that. I think that this year we kind of see more of that come together and, him just be more concise. So
I see a surprise season in the aspect that I think he's going to have an average to good season in terms of like touchdowns and rushing yards and passing yards. I say the surprise because I think he's going to have good ball security this year. I think he's going to focus a lot on just not throwing picks because they're a type of team. No matter what they did through the draft and free agency, they're still not going to be able to win if he's turning the ball over.
Yeah.
And I think surprise is a fair thing to put in there too because you got to figure you can pretty much go ahead and tack on 600 more passing yards because of Le'Veon Bell.
Yep. I still put him in the average season. Even with agreeing with everything Paul just said, I put him in average. Because I think he's just an average quarterback. I don't think he's going to be anything great.
I say surprise.
Mass, Souls?
I don't think this is the year that he takes off. So I think it's an average season, but I do think he takes off within...
Was that a Jets pun?
No.
I think it was. I don't much care for that.
I don't think
$40.
this is the...
I think it's a good season.
Like right now.
All right, so throw him an average season because one good season, 2 averages, and 2 surprises. Throw him an average.
All right. Perhaps Marcus Mariota?
Disappointment.
Bench.
No, that's him. That's got to be Marcus right there, number 8, right?
Yeah.
17.
I don't know.
That's Phillip Rivers.
No, Phillip Rivers is right here. So we have Phillip Rivers actually 4 times. He plays for the Chargers.
No, that's not Phillip Rivers. Those don't look like Chargers uniforms at all.
What number did Daniel Jones wear in college?
Is that Duke?
I think it's too dark to be Duke. Looks like North Carolina.
Just won't play.
All right, number 17, sorry, no shot. Mr. Garoppolo.
You didn't put him in. Won't play.
Where did I put him?
You put him back in line.
Well, he deserves it. Well, actually, no, this guy right here, he won't play.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo has a great season.
So, the guy that we said was going to be Matt Stafford was Daniel Jones.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is. Because that's the picture right there.
Yeah. So, all right. So that guy you said was Daniel Jones. The guy you put in won't play. That's going to be Daniel Jones. So we just got the guy on the bottom won't play.
That guy.
That's Daniel Jones.
Gotcha.
I don't think he plays this year.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
I
But I'm
don't-
just saying we're going to treat him as Daniel Jones.
No, yeah.
All right. Garoppolo,
I think it's a great season.
I think he has an average season.
Disappointment.
MVP candidate.
All right.
Everyone's
Do you
doing-
really?
Everyone's doing something different.
So, with that being said, welcome to the surprise.
That's fair.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Benched.
Mr. Mariota.
I also agree with Bench.
Benched, really?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's done.
absolutely.
He's a pussy.
He's done.
All right.
God, why do you
no,
say
not
he's
won't
a
play
pussy?
benched.
Why? In the most important game of the year,
He didn't play because of a finger injury.
yeah.
All right.
Doesn't matter. I don't give a shit.
But
It's the most
he's
important game.
played through many injuries.
He's also
Especially
played.
as a
He's
running
also
quarterback.
sat because of many
Yeah.
injuries.
So, that's what
How
that's
many
just it,
games
though.
has he missed?
But that's
a
just
lot.
How many games has he missed?
I
Look
can't
it up. Because it's not many.
But that's just it, though, Mock. Like he hasn't missed many games, and he's played through injuries, so he sat out the most important game of the
No,
season
I
for
understand.
not
That's
even
not good.
not even like a broken finger. It was a sprained finger.
That's
I don't-
that's not a good. I know.
But I'm saying, like he's not a good quarterback. He's not at all. He should never be a starting quarterback again. He's proven that he can't win. The Titans didn't win games because of him. The Titans have had a good
One game in
defense.
spite of him.
Well, no, the Titans have had a good defense and a decent offensive line through his tenure there. And they've benefited from whatever schmub they picked up at running back having a good success there. DeMarco Murray did well as a Titan. The fucking Patriot guy, Lewis, is that who they got? Lewis?
Deion Lewis?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played well last year. Aaron Rodgers, where's the IR spot?
For me, Aaron Rodgers will have an average season.
I think he'll have a good season.
Yeah, I think he'll be good
He's an average.
if he's healthy. But I think he'll have a good season.
MVP. He's going to have
Right-
an MVP candidate.
Right up there with Alex Smith.
Yeah, he's going to be an MVP candidate.
Souls,
Hold on.
what are we waiting for?
He's missed 9 games in his NFL career, and had 6 different injuries.
What year was he? He was drafted what?
This is his
15?
fifth year.
This is his fifth.
So
So he's missing
14.
two. He's missing 2 games this season.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Aaron Rodgers.
I think he has a great season.
I said MVP.
Great season it is. It's an average of MVP, great season, and average. All right, the dude who played for
Josh
the Cardinals.
Josh Rosen.
Who didn't
Surprise.
play for the Cardinals.
Surprise. No.
See, there needs to be a come off the bench section. Because Fitzpatrick's not going to cut it the whole season.
I would say average.
Speak now.
Average because he's going to do what we expect him to do while he's out there.
There's also not much happening on
Exactly.
that offense.
So he will be
So,
average.
Yeah. Also, I think he only is average.
Cam Newton.
Good season.
Good season.
I think Cam comes
Nah,
back
it's-
strong this year.
it's the other year, so MVP.
I think
Great.
Cam has a great year.
Great season then.
Great season.
Arm
I
looks,
think Rodgers
arm looks
needs-
healthy.
I think Rodgers needs to be bumped up to MVP. Because the only thing we're basing it off of is if he stays healthy.
Seriously though, I'm moving Alex Smith right now. Won't play.
We need to have, because it's MVP combo, so you can't just have one guy
Yeah.
in MVP. All right, Ben Roethlisberger, great season. He's just going to have a great
I
season.
think MVP candidate.
I disagree.
And I think it's because without Brown, he'll be better as a quarterback. Throwing less picks.
No, I agree with you. This would be better, but I just don't know that he's going to be MVP candidate.
He's going to lead the season in like
and, like,
inappropriate
so-
touching.
I think we need to put him in a great season. I think we need to bump Drew Brees up to MVP combo.
Yep.
I do think so.
Right.
Too.
Drew Brees is always in the MVP combo. He just doesn't win it. Baker Mayfield, I say Baker Mayfield has a good season.
I agree.
I think he has a great season.
I don't think he has a great season, but I don't think he's going to be a disappointment either. I know you guys, yeah, we're Steelers fans. Fuck them.
Oh, I
Notice
think-
how I'm a Bears fan, and I said Aaron Rodgers is going to have an MVP
I
season.
think it's a disappointment because I think that team falls on their face.
Well, listen.
Why? On what basis?
On what basis? They don't. One, they have too many head cases. We've seen.
They have
we saw
one
that
head
happen.
case. They have one head case in OBJ, and when he
Baker
was
Mayfield's becoming one.
how when what,
Fighting with the media.
Ben does that every week.
Yeah, like
He
Every
does it
media.
every
so
week,
many
and he
players.
calls out his
Marshawn Lynch
teammates
did
in
it
the media
every single
every
time.
week.
Marshawn Lynch did it during the Super Bowl. He told the press reporters
Okay,
to go fuck
His
themselves.
past.
What?
His past. He's not grown up.
That's gonna
Okay,
grow. That
then put him in
happens.
great season.
OBJ. No, I didn't say that. I said good season.
good season.
Stop
So-
taking it personal.
I think he
So,
sucks.
OBJ is the only head case on the team, and when he was playing at LSU with Jarvis Landry, there were never issues like there were when he was on the Giants because Jarvis Landry was his best friend. He wanted to see Jarvis Landry get his. OBJ didn't care about anybody else on the Giants except for OBJ.
I think great season.
I have good season. I don't think the Browns are going to succeed, but not because of Mayfield.
He's
I
gonna
just
have a
think
good
in general.
season. He's not gonna have a great season. He's not gonna throw. He might throw for 3,000 yards. He's gonna throw for maybe 28, 30 touchdowns, but he's probably gonna throw 13, 14 picks. He's gonna fumble because he runs. Like it's just he's gonna have a lot of success, but he's also gonna have a lot of setbacks. He's gonna turn the ball over a lot.
All right, Kyler Murray.
Disappointment.
I
What the fuck else does he have on that team?
disappointment.
Yeah.
Just David Johnson. I mean, Larry Fitzgerald's a great safety blanket, but Larry Fitzgerald's not carrying him to a statistical.
He's a disappointment with an at best average season.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
MVP conversation.
Yep.
no.
I think so.
I see he has a good season.
I think he's in the great, if not MVP convo. I think he'll be in there all year. Russell Wilson to me is one of the top 4 best quarterbacks in the league.
I agree.
He doesn't have the team around him that some of these other quarterbacks have, but he's an incredible quarterback.
I'll give him great season, but I won't put him in MVP combo because I think he's at best the best quarterback in the NFL.
Souls.
Russell Wilson.
I think he has a great season.
All right, so we got 2 MVP, 2 great season. I said good, so I think by average we got to put him in great season.
All right.
Tom Brady,
Benched?
No,
Forever.
good season.
good season. He'll continue to win. He's not going to put up the numbers like he did, but he'll win and be successful.
Yeah, they'll be in the fucking Super Bowl again, so.
Good, win it.
Ugh.
Jared Goff.
MVP candidate, MVP combo.
Yeah.
No, great season.
No, I'm going MVP.
Great season.
I'm going to go with.
He
great.
gets inside his own head too much.
I'm
I
gonna go with great
agree,
season.
but I also think he grows this year a little bit more and actually gets past the stuff that's rattling him and actually.
I think the Rams absolutely killed this year, and I think it's because of this guy right here. Great season.
I think he has a great season.
Great season.
I'm saying MVP.
Souls?
I personally think average. I think he takes a step back.
All right.
That's quite a step.
And Matt Ryan.
Great season.
MVP candidate.
Yeah, one of the two.
What do we got?
It's
Not-
it was impossible for him to have a statistically great year last year because he was on the field every 5 fucking seconds. defense couldn't stop anybody. I think the defense averaged like 6 play drives on scoring drives.
You know what? I'm gonna make a decision, just to spite Jeff. MVP conversation. That's our list.
All right.
That's our list.
I have a couple.
Philip Rivers there 4
I have
times.
2 discrepancies, but
I
What are your
have a couple, but
discrepancies?
it is what it is.
What are your discrepancies?
I don't think Trubisky has a good season. I think he has an average season. And I'm not saying it's a shit on the Bears. He's just not. He's not a quarterback yet. He hasn't shown anything to prove that he's going to have a good season. He's going to have an average season. And I also don't think that. Where do we put him? Where is he?
Who are we looking for?
Patrick Mahomes.
He's in good season.
Good season.
Next to Trubisky.
Yeah, that's where he should be. I don't know. He should be there.
I mean, I know we just talked about it a few seconds ago, but I think Wilson's will be in the MVP conversation.
Wilson's been in the MVP conversation for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
The reason he's not going to be in the because the Seahawks aren't going to have the year this year they had last year.
That's what everybody said about them last year.
No, everyone said about them last year they're going to be like the worst team in the NFL, but they're not going to do it again. I don't think they are. I really don't think they are going to do it again. I think they're going to either start off hot or they're going to finish up. They're not going to have the same year. They're not going to be consistently good throughout the year. All right, beer reviews and on the rocks reviews. Kendall, lead it off.
Okay, I started with the Bon Voyage Mimosa Brut. It's an IPA brewed with oranges from Timberline. Our friends at Timberline. It was tasty. And it was surprisingly light at 5.5%. I can see myself drinking like a million of these. But it kind of lacked a lot of flavor. It actually kind of reminded me a lot of a seltzer. But be that as it may, I drink sort of for taste and volume, so this kind of works out for me. I really enjoyed all of the On the Rocks. And it's cool because actually I have not had a lot of these drinks.
Real quick, playoff Kawhi is showing up.
Took until
It's 101-97 Raptors right now, but Kawhi just hit a step back 3 from like 36 feet away.
for the second time.
All right, continue.
Real quick, I'm just going through. There's a lot of these drinks I've never had before, but I'm just going to go through the line quick. Obviously, I had a margarita. It was very tasty with Hornitos. I had the pineapple jalapeno margarita. It had some kick. Not usually someone to have that type of spice, but it was delicious. I never had a Cosmo before. Effin, shout out to 50 Cent. Big fan of your Get Rich or Die Trying album. It was good.
Loved the massacre.
Never had a Mai Tai. Was decent. Not a big rum fan, but I'll tell you what, it was pretty tasty. This was a big surprise for me, the Aviation. Not a surprise because I'm a big gin lover, but I've never had a drink like that. And the Old Fashioned, I'm a big bourbon/whiskey fan, so the bourbon was great for me, especially the Old Fashioned rather, because there was no muddled fruit in it. So big fan with everything On the Rocks is doing, and I will be a purchaser again.
All right. I had the Night Light from the Night Shift Brewing in Massachusetts. The guy who recommended it to me said it just tastes like a craft PBR. Yep. I could drink forever of these for forever amount. I love this. This is a fantastic. $6.99 for the 4-pack. I'm all about it. I could do this forever. This is like a great softball beer. This is a great playing softball beer. This is a great in your glove during the softball game beer. This is just it's a great dugout beer. The On the Rocks, I like them all. The Cosmopolitan made with Effin, shout out to 50 Cent. Your Get Rich or Die Trying movie, didn't like it.
The video game was great.
No, I'm a proponent, obviously not from a bias standpoint. I know that could be easy because I sell them for a living, but I actually they're high quality cocktails. You get the high quality out of them, and they are ready to drink now. My favorite is the Old Fashioned because I'm a bourbon, whiskey, and Scotch connoisseur, but I think they're all very good. And the jalapeno, Souls can talk more about it when it gets to him, but it's not as spicy as it smells it's going to be. Mess?
Drink Coors Light. That's about that.
Yep.
The Cosmopolitan one was actually very good. That was the first one I tried. Started off on a good note. Continued to get better with the margarita. Pineapple jalapeno one was actually very smooth. I was surprised. Very good. I can't drink bourbon that well or whiskey, but that actually went down pretty smooth. So, while it may not have been a fit in flavor, Very easy to drink.
Machcine.
The Highlight from Cigar City Brewing. Big fan of this beer. I was really happy to find it today.
People in like Connecticut are like, oh my god, I gotta find things from Cigar City. They suck.
I've had other stuff by them and it wasn't great, but I really like the Highlight. I think it's a serviceable IPA. I enjoy it. The mixed drinks that you brought tonight.
Ooh, Soul's a Sprite Limonade commercial. Sorry, Mark.
The
Sprite makes a limonade.
the mixed drinks you brought for us tonight. The what's it? The
They're
aviation
not mixed
one.
drinks. They're ready to drink.
Ready to drink cocktails. Excuse me. The what was it? The aviation.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what
the
it's
gin
called?
drink. The
It's
purple one?
funny because I don't like gin, but that one was by far my favorite. That one had a nice little after bite on it.
The aviation's an interesting one too because it's a very old fashioned drink. No pun
Yeah.
intended on the old fashioned.
The jalapeno one, not my style, but to each his own.
Souls?
So I had the hazy bastard. It was pretty good.
No, Kyle, that's just what we've been calling you all night.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I agree with Mark. The jalapeno one was not my taste. I don't really like jalapenos, so
But it wasn't as but like you smelt it and you were like, oh my god, but like,
Yeah,
it didn't
it wasn't
taste like
spicy.
it wasn't
It just-
spicy.
Fucking burps, dude.
Yeah, okay, we get it. My burps stink. Your body stinks. It's like it's a thing, you know.
my favorite one was the tan one. I don't know the name of
The
it.
tan one,
I don't know the name
the
of it.
Soul's penis,
The what the
Um,
Manhattan?
It's gray.
the
Kyle,
Mai Tai.
Are you talking the Manhattan?
No,
Yeah,
there was
so-
no Manhattan.
Today was awesome.
The Mai Tai. You talking about the Mai Tai?
I think you're talking about the Mai Tai.
Yeah.
Was one of them a Manhattan? Am I saying the right thing? What am I thinking of?
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned. It was an old person drink.
There's no mojitos in there though.
Oh, that would have been hilarious.
Coming.
Coming to
Mojito
a
drinking a
Souls near you.
mojito, dressed like a mojito.
So, yeah. Hopefully you can get out and try the On the Rocks. They're very good. They're great for golf courses, beaches, all kinds of fun stuff. They're tasty.
It's gonna be my tomorrow, actually.
Social media?
Yes, be sure to find us on Facebook and Instagram at Getting Sports with Drunk. Twitter is GSWD_4.
Make sure to use the hashtag GSWD for all your daily uses, whether it's drinking RTD cocktails or, flinching at the laptop for your 5th NBA game ever watched.
Be sure to subscribe on Podbean, iTunes, Google Play, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Pretty much anywhere you can find a podcast, we're there, one way or another. Subscribe on YouTube to not only our channel, but the PPRN live stream channel. Our show and the Peter Pino Show live on YouTube pretty much every show. Tune in tomorrow night from 7:30 to 10:30 to the Peter Pino Show. I believe Red Baron over there is running that,
Yeah.
so that'll go well.
Boo.
We had a great show last week. We missed you.
Yeah, but
That's cool, Dundee.
check out
Sorry.
PPRN. Download the app.
Close to 1,000.
We're creeping.
We're creeping. We've
We're
been creeping
creeping.
for a while, but
I'm gonna check everyone at this table's phone.
you'll be surprised people who don't have
Yeah, no, I won't. I won't be.
it. Mass.
Souls has it. I know
I'm
Souls,
waiting for the
I know
1,000.
Souls
I
has
said
it because
that.
I know Souls has it because on Saturday, last Saturday we were doing some yard work and he's walking behind me pushing the wheelbarrow, or I'm pushing the wheelbarrow, and he goes, "Hey, mixtape Saturday starts now."
Good on you, Souls.
Did you play it?
No, Higher Love also plays like every other day.
You know what's funny?
Steve Winwood, a classic.
That's because you hearted the song.
Not on purpose.
I know, because there was a song that I don't even know what the song is, and it would come up, and it was all, and I was like, Peter, what is happening here?
So,
but hey.
want to sing the chorus real quick for us?
No.
Come on,
Bring
Kyle.
me a higher
No,
note.
there's no emotion in that.
All right. Well, thank you for listening to another terrible edition of Getting Social Drunk. There's a minute 59 left in
shout
the
out
Toronto Raptors Golden State Warriors elimination winner or Toronto Raptors potential championship game. So if you're not watching that, go watch it. And until next Monday, I'm your hostess, Cupcake the Riddler.
I'm Mark.
Sheen Washable.
Nip.
I'm Kyle.
Nip. Nip.
That's Chris Massey.
And I'm the Red Baron.
Yeah.